This is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson. Sports Center brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, home of smoke-free slots and the highest payout percentage in the area. Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. More spins, more wins, more fun. The national semifinal of the NCAA volleyball tournament is tonight, and the Wisconsin Badgers are in action in Kansas City. Wisconsin, Kentucky in the second of tonight's national semifinals. Pittsburgh and Texas A&M is the first matchup at 5:30. Wisconsin, Kentucky starts 30 minutes after that match, approximately estimated for around an 8 o'clock first serve in the Final Four. Lots of extra coverage tonight as we get you set for the national semifinal on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. Jim, Matt, and Molly takes you up till 6 o'clock. That's followed by the Jump Around Extra, featuring some interviews with alums of the Wisconsin volleyball program. Network coverage begins at 7, and first serve expected around 8 o'clock in Kansas City tonight, right here on Madison's home of Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball, 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com. Three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year, Jason Wilde.
There aren't any Jasons 12 and under. That's a dead name.
Packers Hall of Famer, Marc Tauscher.
How many kids do you hear, hey, Marky? It might be almost to the point of Ruth.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio.
You love that name so much, you don't. It is the Thursday edition. It's Friday at Lambeau Field, but it's Thursday on our show, and the Packers play on Saturday. And it's a big one. Edition. This might be a dumb question, but thanks, Jeff Hafley, for telling me my question wasn't dumb. Appreciate that. We'll hear that momentarily. Edition. And do we think it's binding that Jeff Hafley said he's putting it on not only Micah Parsons but himself for Parsons to break the sack record next year? Because that would mean he'd have to stay as the defensive coordinator for another season. Edition. Of Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee, 100.5 ESPN Madison. 1430, ESPN Beaver Dam, ESPNWisconsin.com, the ESPN app, your Alexa smart speaker, streaming live video, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and, of course, everything you need on the all-new, all-redesigned, all-free, and all-customizable ESPN Wisconsin app. I'm Jason Wilde in Green Bay. Jesse Nelson is in the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios. And from his undisclosed location, he's the Packers Hall of Famer. He is Marc Tauscher. Tausch, good morning. How are you?
I'm good, Jason. Great interview, or great question with Jeff Hafley. And 30 years you've been doing this job. Is there anyone more impressive on the podium than Jeff Hafley that you've covered?
Only because he was at his locker, with the exception of after games. But Rodgers was probably better from a overall, if we include players.
Oh, no, I'm not saying interesting. I'm just saying
commanding the room.
No, I'm just saying being entertaining, but also telling you what it is, and just I guess the presence.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's the guy.
Thank you.
You're right.
I'll say this. I have been thoroughly impressed with Jeff Hafley from the moment he stepped to here. Mm-hmm. I think he's done a great job as the coordinator. You could tell he's a head football coach. And for Packer fans that were, I guess, teetering or kind of going through their process after Micah's injury and some of the other injuries that have happened, if you listen to him speak after all of that, you feel reassured. Mm-hmm. You feel like, all right, and that's part of being a front-facing person in your building is. And I came away so impressed again, because leadership and all of this, it is super easy when you're 9-1 and you're thumping people and you're playing great ball. You know when you need guys to be the way Jeff Hafley was yesterday? When you lose a critical piece to your team and there is doubt and your locker room is maybe, I don't know which way, and your fan base is maybe a little, I don't know. I could not be more impressed. I'll be shocked if he is back as the D coordinator, because somebody in the NFL with all the job openings should hire him yesterday. And I don't want him to leave. I think he is a fantastic coordinator. I think he's going to be a fantastic head coach. But people would be idiots if they didn't hire Jeff Hafley. Period, end. I don't care if you need a defensive guy, an offensive guy. The dude's a leader, and he's got it. And we saw that yesterday in droves with not only your question, just the whole deal. I couldn't have been more impressed with him yesterday.
As career moves go, because he wasn't fired at Boston College. He left a head coach.
Probably would have been. He probably would have been next year.
Right, probably a year later, right? He probably had one more year there. But as moves go, because we saw Chip Kelly do it did not work out as well for Chip Kelly. Leaving a head coaching job in the college game for a coordinator job in the National Football League. But as moves go, that he could not have made a smarter decision, right?
And Jason, that's part of being a great leader. You're hearing every college coach in America say how dysfunctional and just completely out of whack everything is. Some people don't have that option. Some people are getting paid too much. Like, I get why guys stay. Mm-hmm. But Jeff Hafley understood it and was the leader of his family and said, this could be a much better move for us as a family. Mm-hmm. And he's obviously been 1,000% right about that.
Yeah, as I told
Dude's
Gabe Neitzel.
impressive, man. He's an impressive dude.
As I told Gabe Neitzel this morning on Jen, Gabe, and Shuey, 7-9 on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee. His only hope, because Gabe's in the same boat, like super uber impressed, both inspired and dejected every time he hears Jeff Hafley speak, because he loves what he's hearing, and he thinks, okay, but so is every team that's going to have a head coaching opening going to love. How do you not hire this guy? Same mentality. The only hope, if you are wanting him back for another year, is that the Giants do kind of a Giants type thing and don't hire him, even though he grew up a Giants fan. His family still lives in New Jersey. He's clearly the kind of leader that they could use. And they decide to go offensive guy because of their offensive young core.
Mike McCarthy.
And he ends up saying what Ben Johnson did a year ago when coming out of the 2023 season. Ben Johnson had a bunch of interest from teams. I think he was on a flight to go interview for the Washington Commanders job, and he said, turn this plane around. and said, no, I'm going to stay in Detroit another year and see what jobs are open next year. I would argue that's your only hope that he's back in 2026.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Unless, Green Bay falls a little short. If Green Bay wins big and wins a championship, he gone. I think there's enough smart people. I do think we over-exaggerate how many smart people there are in the NFL. There are a lot of idiots, too. Just go ahead and look. There's idiots everywhere. Hiring people.
Fair. Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to besmirch anybody, but
please don't.
When you start looking at getting stadium deals done and all of this, okay. Bottom line is there are a lot of people. There are a lot of people that aren't very smart that have kind of fallen into things, but for the most part, the NFL is a cutthroat business. But they know when there's talent and they see it, and there's enough smart organizations. Jeff Hafley needs to be a leader of one of these 32 teams. If he's not, it's going to be because he chooses not to. I don't know how. I guess anything is possible, but I would be shocked if he doesn't have a bunch of opportunities. And if he and every assistant coach I've ever met wants to eventually be in front of that room. I've never met one that's, unless they're 80 years old, they all think they want to be in front of that room leading, and that's how it should be. That's why you get into coaching.
Yep. So, totally agree with everything you said. I do want people to hear this exchange, which Jesse has at the top of the show.
He butterballed you up. He wildied.
He willed.
You don't get out-wildied very often. But
I don't.
He got out-wilded.
I don't. I totally did. Here is our exchange, complete with my colleague, Rob Domofsky.
Oh, he got you good.
Taking an unnecessary shot at me during the exchange.
Good. You guys have a fascinating relationship, man.
It's one word for it.
You say Evan and I have a fascinating relationship, and we do. You and Domofsky, I think you could write a book about your guys' relationship. That's another story for another day.
Yeah, we don't have time for that today. We got a big game on Saturday night in Chicago. Here is Jeff Hafley at the podium yesterday.
Jeff, if this is dumb, please tell me.
Dude, I've known you now for 2 years. You have not asked me one dumb question.
It's the first time for everything.
If this one is dumb, I'm just not going to respond. You'll just see me turn over here and turn my head.
Should have been here the last 28 years before you Sorry.
That's all right. All right, come on, give me a shot at this one.
So, from January to August 27th, you are building a defense that does not have Micah Parsons on it.
Yeah.
And then you get him, and you told us about all your stuff you came up with. It sucks that you lost him. Mm-hmm. You wish you had him.
Yeah.
Is there anything from the experience of building your defense that you didn't know you were going to have this guy, this transformative player? Is there anything useful that comes out of those 8.5 months that now can apply? Or is that not true?
There's a lot. That's a great question. So yes, there is a lot. But I'm not going to tell you any of those things. And I know you don't expect me to tell you any of those things. I mean, but all right, so the way I look at it, and I've said this to you guys before, I don't have a playbook where I say, this is the playbook, this is we're running because we have the people in this room. Here's what I believe my job is to do. Figure out who's in the room and how to put those players in the best position to succeed. And each week, figure out the best way to win the game. And that's what I believe is my job to do as the defensive coordinator. So if we have a certain player with a skill set, I need to figure out how to use it to take advantage of what we need to do to win. Different players, whatever we need to do to win. If that's new scheme, it's new scheme. If it's putting guys in new positions, it's putting them in new positions. If it's putting certain guys in position to make more plays, that's my job. And it doesn't matter how long I have, I need to figure it out. And that's what we're looking to do.
That is Jeff Hafley yesterday. We've got a few other clips we want to play from him as well. Tausch, the out-wildying Wildy notwithstanding, I think his answer is exactly what you want to hear, right? It's that, hey, we're going to figure this out. We've got other good players. I was talking to Evan Williams yesterday, And Evan Williams said, it's borderline.
Is he playing?
I don't think he is. My gut tells me no. But he said, it's borderline offensive that you guys think that we lose one guy and we're going to crumble. And he points at Micah. Wait a minute. He points at Micah Parsons' locker and says, even if he's a Hall of Fame guy, we still are able to figure some things out here. Now, again, it is a huge loss, which was why I thought it might be a dumb question that I asked what I did. But they do have other good players, and they got a pretty damn good coordinator. So what do you make of his response there?
That's how everybody should feel. I want everybody feeling that way. Evan Williams should feel that way. But the bottom line is the dude that you're missing is an absolute freak. Mm-hmm. And there's a reason you pay guys $47, $48 million a year is because they are that big of a difference maker. This league is the margins are so small even with that. You take that out, yeah, you can win and you can do things, but that doesn't mean that it isn't going to exaggerate your margin and what you need to be even more perfect with what you're doing. That's a hard thing to maintain consistently. So, yeah, this is exactly the attitude you want. You want a bunch of guys being irritated and saying, well, they must think we stink. I've seen this movie before when we would not have Cliffy or if your stud left tackle's out and everybody, oh, boy, going to be a long day. Quarterback's going to get drilled. And you ask everybody, you want to, as a group, want to say blank you. We're still pretty dang good. Now, it's not disrespectful to those players. We want to also showcase what we can do. And that's going to be, I'm sure, what Jeff Hafley has talked about in front of his room all week. And hopefully that means there's even a little added juice to that room. But then you start saying, well, then if Evan Williams isn't playing, who's going to end up? Then Bullard moves back. Well, then who takes that chain reaction? That's a hell of a deal too. So there's more to it than that. I love the fact that Evan Williams is telling you that, but there's a reason your star players are your star players, and when you take them out, you can rise up and do some things, but on a consistent basis, no, it's really difficult to try and accomplish what you're doing when you don't have that guy.
That's why Gina Della is the leader that she is for the team at Pella to make sure that you are going to be a champion when it comes to windows.
Ensure your home remains comfortable before the brutal post-holiday winter. And Sante's magical. His elves, they're not as magical. They're not qualified to build Pella windows and doors. Pella's elves, they are, and they will install year-round and can finish installation in as little as a day. Pay 0% interest for up to 24 months at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. But hurry up, this deal ends December 31st. Schedule your free consultation today at PellaWY.com. Certain restrictions do apply. See showroom for details.
We'll hear more from Jeff Hafley next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Grassland Butter is built by tradition right here in Wisconsin. Grassland is family-owned and has been crafting butter for 5 generations. That's why at Grassland Butter, you're more than just an employee, you're family. The Wietrich family believes in supporting each other, growing together, and building a workplace where everyone feels valued. Your voice matters at Grassland Dairy. Your success is our success. Join a team where culture isn't just a buzzword, it's how we live every day. Check us out online at grassland.com. That's grassland.com.
We are the National Park Foundation, and together with you, we're creating a future where every person, every generation, gets their chance at an unforgettable moment. Donate at nationalparks.org/foundation.
Ho, ho, my back.
Santa?
Ho, ho, Gina Dello from Pella. You've been a good girl this year.
Is that why you're in here building new windows?
Santa's doing OT.
Let me make a call.
Frighteningly fast Pella team at your service. Let us take it from here, Mr. Claus. And Gina, next time.
I know. Ask for a Pella gift card. Right now at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get 0% interest for 24 months. Visit PellaWI.com.
Service restrictions apply. It's 12/31/2025.
What's new at Zimbrick Chevrolet? A lot. A free car wash with every service, plus a brand new detail facility to keep your ride looking fresh all year long. Relax with coffee and snacks while you wait, and if you can't, grab one of their numerous service loaners, take the shuttle, or even get a lift on them. Plus, Zimbrick Chevrolet has the largest new Chevrolet inventory in southern Wisconsin, and you'll never overpay at Zimbrick Chevrolet. Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie, the name you can trust.
Marc Tauscher here to tell you a little bit more about Everlight Solar. We all know that electricity costs are on the rise. That's why you need to talk to my friends over at Everlight Solar. Their local team here in Madison is here to keep it simple. From your no-cost consultation to solar panel installation, the team at Everlight Solar will be with you every step of the way. Not only will they help you save money, but by switching to solar, you're also helping save the planet. Everlight Solar, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Check them out at everlightsolar.com.
'Tis the season to be planning your holiday events. Whether it's a party for 10 or 10,000, Celebrations has the sound, video, lighting, special effects, and custom-themed decor to make it the best party ever. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With us on your team, your holiday or New Year's party will be easy to plan and super fun to attend. DJs, casino games, lighting, and photo booths are just the beginning at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
We love the Packers. We bleed green and gold. And every time our team takes the field, well, it's pure football bliss. If only there was a way to experience that blissful winning feeling every day. At Associated Bank, we've got you with 10% off Lambeau concessions and 15% off Pro Shop merch. All when you get Packers checking from Associated Bank. It's how Packers fans keep winning on game day and every day. Associated Bank, Bank of the Packers. Learn more at associatedbank.com/Packers. Member FDIC.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
Continuing with the Jeff Hafley Show on Wilde and Tausch.
Boy, Rob's shot at you was really
That was a 10 out of 10.
It reminded me of your relax, and then you came back with panic.
I said panic before relax.
To jump in there on Packers.com and do it, very aggressive.
Yeah, you know what the best part of that was, though? And again, salute to you, Jeff Hafley. He didn't give him a courtesy laugh. Watch the tape.
We gave him a real laugh.
I know you did.
I thought it was funny.
It was good. Yeah, I didn't need a courtesy laugh.
It was good.
Hafley,
did you laugh or?
I said that seemed unnecessary.
Oh, you didn't like it. Come on.
That's fun.
You guys, that's fun.
Just best buddies, 30 years together, just a couple of good buddies eating sandwiches at their office.
We're like Abbott and Costello. Cute. We're like the Smothers Brothers. Yeah, we're a duo act.
Should have been here the first 28.
Smothers Brothers, again, just so we know, the Smothers Brothers did not do Smucker's Jelly, right? That was somebody else.
No. With a name like Smuckers, it has to be good. Which is actually, that was better than I thought it was going to say.
Confidence is very sexy.
No, that's a different.
Don't you think?
Not that different,
that's
still Palance. He does
Palance.
both of those, doesn't he?
No, he doesn't. Now, all right. We want to hear more from Jeff Hafley. So Jeff Hafley arrives in the media auditorium. He knows what the first question is going to be. Obviously, he's not an idiot.
Evan Williams.
The question, of course, is going to be
Rashawn Gary.
Is Rashawn Gary going to set the sack record next year? No. It's going to be how do you fill the void that has been created by Micah Parsons' ACL tear. And this leads to, Jesse, did you time this out? It was 2.5 minutes?
Yeah, it's about 2.5 minutes of a opening statement from Jeff Hafley. It's the Hafley Time Show. Am I right?
But it's that good, frankly. Here is how Jeff Hafley, I tweeted out the video portion of it yesterday. You could see the smirk on his face because he is gearing up for this bold prediction. We should see when he's the Giants coach next year if we could get him on the bold-a-thon.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Because this is bold. Here is Jeff Hafley from yesterday.
Just kind of thinking back to, a couple months ago, Micah just getting here. Obviously the injury has been talked about, and I think the biggest thing is this. The most important thing, and I said this to the team, for me, the most important thing about being a coach is, one, I want to do everything we can to win, right? That's number one. And then number two is to have your players have personal success. Like that's like what drives me to coach, and I told them that. And unfortunately, injuries are a part of this game, and they're hard. And it's upsetting for that person, it's upsetting for the team, and I certainly feel for Micah. He's a guy that came in here literally like 3 days before we played a game, didn't even know him, went training camp all off season, and quickly developed a really good relationship with him. The amount of one-on-one time we spent talking football, just getting to know him, just the amount of respect I have for him and how he came in and worked, and how hard he worked, and how hard he played, and how hard he does play in the run game, in the pass game, the way he strains. I just have so much respect for the guy, and I'm sad for the guy, but at the same time I know that just knowing who he is, just wait until you guys see how hard he works to come back, how fast he probably comes back, and somehow I probably, if I were a betting man, would bet that he comes back even better and probably breaks the sack record next year. So I'm going to put that on Micah and myself, and you guys can put it out there, and that's the confidence I have in him. But it's certainly sad when anybody gets injured. As far as the team goes, I told them, you can't let circumstance dictate behavior. It's just a week ago we're in here after we beat the Bears, and we're all walking in here all upbeat and ready to roll. And I said, shame on you if you walk in here any different today. That's not who we are, right? And that's our job as leaders and as coaches to make sure that we don't do that. We got really good players. We've played good defense, and we're going to continue to play good defense, and our guys understand that. And I think it's important for everybody to understand that these guys have a lot of pride, and they're going to get even closer because of this, and they're going to play well. And our best players are going to step up. And the guys who haven't played a lot, that's been our job all year to develop those guys. So in situations like this, they're going to step up. And we're going to play hard, and we're going to coach hard, and we're going to do everything we can to win. So that's my take on all this. But this is press on, full speed ahead, and we're ready to go.
Tausch,
let's go. Let's go. That's leadership.
Put yourself in the room, because that's basically, you hear him mention it, but he basically recited what he told his guys. So put yourself in the room listening to that as a former player who spent 11 years in the league. What are you thinking as you're sitting there as a member of his defense listening to that?
It makes you think, and it reassures you, listen, we've done this, we're a good defense. I think his messaging, and I've said this since he's been here, has been awesome. And again, as I said in the beginning of the show, this is what leadership looks like. Now, going out and doing it and executing it is much more important than all of this, but he is hitting all of the right chords, because players, I hate to tell you this, Jeff, there is a difference when you have a big win. You want everybody to act the same, but that's not the reality of being human. Mm-hmm. Guys, last week, we're going to walk in with a little more bounce in their step. And before LaFleur walks in, and I have not been in that new meeting room yet, but you'd always sit there and Mike and Mike would both come walking through that bottom door through the gym, and guys, you'd be a little more chatty, and just everything's a little more juicy when you win. And when you lose, the meeting starts at 2:50. About 2:48, everybody shuts up and is sitting like this. You have a bad loss, everybody's like, oh, boy, I wonder what he's going to say. Oh, boy. And you want the coach to be steadfast. And, yeah, I want the coach to be the same person. I don't want him pouting and being emotional. And I want the coach to come in and shoot straight with us, win or lose. And I want that coach to be even-keeled and say, we're going to work, we're going to do this, and we're going to continue on. And, yes, you build off of success, and, yes, you build off of failure, but I don't want that to be the case. I want my coach to be just like what Jeff Hafley did right there. You speak those things, and you can say them, but Jeff Hafley knows there's a lot of guys that came in that room on Monday, I guess it would have been, Monday, a little bit down, and that's okay. But understanding, wipe that, we got work to do. And I think that was the message that he said, and that's exactly what he needed to do.
All right, we've got one other thing that we want to play from Jeff Hafley coming up next, and then we're going to shift gears and start talking more Packers-Bears specifically. Follow-up question for you before I read Adam's text. This is all great. You know how much I love this stuff. In the end, it's still just words, right?
Yeah.
So
But what do you always say about words, Jason?
Words matter.
Yeah, you do say that. I've heard
do.
that.
Should have been here the first 28 years.
So you hear these things.
I think Domofsky crushed that.
It was a great line.
I do.
It's not that it wasn't a great line. And it's not that I was hypersensitive about it. I appreciated how good it was. No, it wasn't that. But I was.
Okay. You didn't laugh.
It's true. I didn't. I did not laugh. But all I cared about, as you know, is the answer.
You got a good answer.
It ended up being a great answer. But I was worried that maybe the smart-ass 2 rows in front of me would derail the great answer. And he didn't.
And it didn't.
No, it didn't.
Did not.
Absolutely, it did
Bold
not.
move.
No. Yeah. So it's all good.
It added.
Made it better.
It added to it.
If I may ask my question.
Yeah.
A little flavor.
Absolutely.
So we can continue to relive the zinger. So how do you convert it to action? Because you walked out of meetings and you felt inspired by whoever it might have been. I don't think you ever had Oz the Mentalist come into your building when you were
Bobby
playing.
Knight, Tom Crean.
Didn't you have
Bill Russell?
Didn't Sherman bring Didn't he bring a famous boxer in when you had a road game somewhere?
Yeah, in Philly. I don't remember. His speech wasn't great. I don't remember who it was.
Okay,
it was
but
I'm
not imagining that. That's what occurred.
No, that happened.
Okay, so how do you convert
Clubber
that?
Lang. I was hoping for Clubber Lang. That would have been great.
A pity to fool. So how do you convert that now?
Can we agree on this before you ask your question? Of all the Rocky characters you'd want to come in and speak to the team, Apollo Creed would be at the top of the list.
No doubt, 100%. R.I.P. Carl
Now
Weathers.
the robot.
Yeah, the robot.
Paulie.
Tommy Gunn would have been.
God, was that an abomination?
Ironically, Rocky would have been the last guy you'd want to come in and speak to your team. In an ironic twist.
Adrian. Adrian would give a terrible pep talk.
Drago. I want Drago to come in.
No,
he'd
Rocky
be great.
over Drago.
I must kill you. I want you to kill the Giants.
Drago would
that would be, oh my God. You hear what Drago said?
Dan Campbell would bring in
Rocky'd
Drago.
be sitting there jabbering. I don't know what Rocky'd even get out of his mouth. Yo, go beat them boys. Yo. All right, what's your question?
If this segment dies, it dies.
I think we power rank Apollo's top, and I think Rocky's at the bottom. But
no, Drago's behind him.
I don't know.
Be that as it may.
Where's Mr. T?
I just said Clubber Lang is 2.
Good.
Jesse's not old enough to know who Clubber Lang is.
No, I just missed
it's
that
Mr.
line.
T's character.
Clubber Lang's great, yeah.
All right, so never mind. Forget it. Let's do the Iron
No,
Jock
what's the
contest
question?
instead.
Don't do that. What's your question?
Well, no, how do you convert that into action? Like, the inspiration is great, but now you've got to actually make it matter. So how do players do that?
Well, I think that's where you get that scheme matched up with it, and guys are going to be highly motivated to go out there. But that's the trick. And to do that 1 week, you can play off of emotions. I say you only have so much emotional gas in the tank. If you're digging in for that every week, you are going to be spent. It's like when Kareem told Magic after he hit a game winner in Game 2 of the regular season opener, and Magic is celebrating like a world championship. He's like, slow down there, big fella. We got 80 more of these before even the playoffs. You want to have that excitement. You want to have it. But the bottom line is it's an execution thing. And this is where Jeff Hafley needs to kind of really be in his bag, as I've said. I think Jeff Hafley can be a big catalyst for that, and expanding roles and giving guys, finding those roles that maybe you don't know yet even have, that you have, and can help those guys execute and build some momentum. Because right now, even though everybody is chomping and you listen to Hafley and you're excited, there's still guys in that locker room that are more than likely looking at it with some doubt. How are we going to replace this? Mm-hmm. How are we going to pressure? How are they going to attack us? And I would bet the secondary is probably at the top of that list, because you can see they attacked routes and they jumped stuff. I don't know if you're going to be able to do that if you're going to just rush 4, and then can you do that when you rush 5? There's a lot there, but the bottom line is you want to make sure the guys have the right mentality. That gives you, as Chili would say, a chance to have a chance. Then guys have to go execute it so they see it and they build confidence, and the timeline is tight for Hafley to pull this off.
The timeline is also tight to take hundreds of calls for our Iron Jock contest, but we do it anyway.
Oh, boy.
2 of them
Jason,
today, by the way. 2 of one now, one later.
I don't know what to do here, because I'll say this. We did 212 yesterday. That's a lot. That's a lot.
But you helped.
Jesse, how many miles is it from Chicago to Gary, Indiana?
I will look that up for you while you tell us about
All right,
Iron
we
Jock.
will do that one second. We're going to go with just a nice, easy. How many wins do the Green Bay Packers have in the Packers-Bears series? It's got to be 111. Does that sound about right?
I have the Gary to Chicago distance.
All right, what's the
do you
Gary,
want to do
Indiana?
that one now?
Yes, what is that one? Yes.
31.
Is that it?
Ah, great.
All right. We're going to add Rashawn Gary's number to that.
What?
No, 31
I was
is 52
expecting that
is
number
what?
to be bigger.
I thought 31 miles is nothing. That's child's play.
They should go to Gary.
All right, here's the deal. Caller 31. I asked Jesse, we're doing 2. Caller 31, 844-770-3776. If you're looking for the perfect holiday gift, you just want to upgrade your own gear, check out the sales going on right now at Iron Jock. You know, I'm a big believer in their performance apparel. It's tough, comfortable, and thanks to their exclusive silver ion technology, it fights stink. And if you have hockey kids in your family, you know that's a good thing. And they have great deals across their entire line of hoodies, tees, shorts, and more. Don't wait. Save big at ironjock.com. That's ironjock.com. Work as hard as you do right now. You get a chance to win this beautiful, and I mean it is a beautiful Iron Jock tumbler. Caller 31. I think Jesse's probably done with it already.
What am I
Caller
gonna do with all
31
my
to win
extra
that Iron
time?
Jock tumbler. 844-770-3776.
The good news is when we play this again later in the program, the Green Bay Packers and the Bear Down Chicago Bears have met. This will be the 212th meeting between the two teams. So this is what
125.
Tausch wants this number to be big. The all-time regular season series, Packers 108 wins, Bears 95 and 6 ties. Postseason 1-1. So the Packers have won 109 of these meetings at this point.
That'll be the
so
number.
Be prepared for that. And be prepared for more Wilde and Tausch. Straight ahead, stick around.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
Marc Silverman here for Iron Jock. As a former athlete, I've worn just about every type of workout gear there is, and nothing compares to Iron Jock. Their performance apparel is built to fight sweat, odor, and bacteria, keeping you feeling fresh no matter how hard you push. From the gym to the pickleball court, Iron Jock keeps you dry, comfortable, and confident. Right now, you can get 40% off your Iron Jock gear. Use code CHRISTMAS40. That's Christmas40 for 40% off your order. Shop now at ironjock.com.
The NBA is happening Christmas Day. 5 games, 1 unforgettable lineup.
That's what Christmas is all about.
Buckets for breakfast, breakaways for dessert. It's the holiday tradition.
Christmas is our day.
With star power from across the globe.
The stars, they are going to be out.
The best gift, you don't even have to unwrap it.
We want to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year!
NBA Christmas Day begins at noon Eastern on ABC and ESPN.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right, and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Stop in for an express oil change at Fish Hatchery Road on Saturdays. No appointment necessary. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Looking to take your baseball game to the next level? GRB Academy provides year-round training programs designed around your schedule and your goals. For over 15 years, GRB has been Wisconsin's leader in player development and advancement with a state-of-the-art 52,000 square foot facility of elite baseball training space and coaches who know how to get results. From youth to high school, baseball players trust GRB to help them reach their next level. Training program spots are filling quickly, so don't wait. Register now at grbacademy.com.
Looking to buy your next home or ready to sell and move on to bigger and better things? What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. Don't be left out in the cold this season. Let's get housed. Nobody knows what the future holds. The longer you wait to find your next home, the better chance you'll be paying more for it than you would be today. Don't miss out on what could be the best opportunity to find your dream home. Contact our team at BrunerRealtyInc.com to get started. That's BrunerRealtyInc.com. Let's get housed.
When you or a loved one are faced with an unexpected injury or illness, Stoughton Health's urgent care is there for you. Stoughton Health has 4 convenient urgent care locations for the care you need without the wait. We have urgent care locations in Stoughton, Oregon, McFarland, and Cottage Grove with extended hours to fit your schedule. Stoughton Health accepts over 160 insurances, including Dean Health Plan, Quartz, Humana, and more. Please visit stoughtonhealth.com for more information. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
The Don has spoken.
Everybody has the same issues. Everyone has NIL issues. Everyone has transfer portal issues. It's up to our guys to figure out how to manage it.
The Barry Alvarez Show, Mondays at 6 on 100.5 ESPN.
ESPN Madison YouTube highbrow conversation, there appears to be a Bears fan who has infiltrated the group.
I like that. I like when they do that.
So they're
probably really nice and friendly, huh?
Very friendly, yes, very cordial.
I got thrown into it, and I knew this was going to happen. Pablo kind of hovering around yesterday, wanting me to respond to Cap's take. And I knew that this was going to be something. Put it on Cap basically saying the Bears are great. Yep. Caleb Williams, the greatest quarterback ever. Yep. And I just said there's not a general manager in the league that would take, as we sit here today, you take contracts out of the equation. Nobody would take Caleb Williams over Jordan Love. And a lot of Bears fans coming at me with, dumb, what I think are dumb takes back.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. What I said is not something crazy. I think I would bet if you ask Ryan Poles who's playing quarterback at a higher level right now, he would tell you off air, yeah, it's Jordan Love.
Right.
Like, no
Would
blank.
he whisper it like that, you think?
Yeah, well, you don't want it to be on the record. So I don't understand that. People come at you like you're so that's why I'm always a little leery to do that, because then you end up getting clogged up.
Yeah.
And I got a little cloggage in the Twitter
Sorry
sphere.
to hear that.
Which
sounds painful.
Twitter cloggage is the worst cloggage.
So, all right, one more from Hafley, and then we do want to talk about what the Bears...
The Gary Bears.
Gary Berry, former teammate of yours, draft classmate, I think.
He was yes, indeed.
Safety from Ohio State. So we'll get to the Gary Bears in a moment, but one more from Hafley before we do. And again, obviously both Tausch and I hold him in high regard, so the things he says are interesting to us. Among the things, he did this yesterday, and again, he wildy. God bless him. We get the two question warning, and then he says, "Do you guys have anything else?" And he points right at me and says, "Do you have anything else?" And one of my rules is that we can never leave questions on the table. We're always fighting for more access, more availability. So when there is some, don't say, "No, I'm good." So I asked about JJ Enagbare because and he will once again underscore something that the great Marc Tauscher said on this very program about a certain play in the last Bears game. Here is Jeff Hafley on JJ the jet plane.
Anybody else? One more?
What do you think of what you've gotten from JJ so far, and how much, again, he can't replace Micah, but how much can he help you with a little more opportunity?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up JJ. I think JJ's played really well. Really well. Setting the edges, making key plays, like the one he did make in the Bears game on a 3rd and 1 when he tackled the back behind the line. I think he's rushed really well. I think he's been a great teammate. He's practiced hard. I think he's done a really good job. And, in that group, I talked about RG last week, and like I said, there's just going to be other guys that get some more opportunities. And I think my biggest message is that as I kind of close this out is we're all upset about Micah. I get it. I would be upset about any of our players, and I understand the magnitude that we're all talking about. At the same time, this is a confident defense. It's a prideful defense with a lot of good players. And if we have to adapt and we have to change and we have to do other things, we will. And if we don't, we won't. But we're going to play hard. We're going to run to the ball. We're going to tackle. We're going to get off blocks. And we're going to do everything we can to win games, period.
That was a question about JJ Enagbare.
Yeah.
But he made it a bigger picture closeout. Again, that's what you're talking about here, right? The leadership thing. Just to close this out, he says, and then he delivers another kind of inspirational, talking to the team as well as the media type response. Am I reading that correctly?
Yeah, you read it exactly right. And the JJ Enagbare piece of it is opportunity for other guys to step up and that have earned opportunities. And I'm glad he continues to people, when I said that on the postgame show that 3rd and 1 saved the game because it changed the whole – everybody was, saying, oh, my God, they mismanaged the clock. They did this. No. J.J. Enagbare changed their plans. And at the end of games, your plans, you don't have a ton of options. Your variables are 1 and 2. And you expect to get that first down, and then you have all these different options. Well, J.J. didn't allow that. That's why that was such a critical play. And then you put him in a 4th and got to have it. And they didn't get it, and so I want to see more from him. He's going to get more opportunities, but this is where Hafley, he just gets it. He's been in front of that room, and there is no – you can be a great leader, and you can be a great spokesperson. You can have – the more reps you get at this stuff, the better you're going to be, and he's done it. And that is a big part of your job. Now, having the schemes and having the adaptability and all of that, that is more important. But messaging to your team and having buy-in, Barry Alvarez was great at it. Mm-hmm. It feels, Jeff, I'm telling you right now, players notice, and you can get players to really buy in when they know what you're thinking because you've done it consistently so long. And I know Jeff hasn't been here long enough to and you have so much turnover. But, man, that is the message you want. And with a confident group and with all of the things that he said, I'm guessing there's a reason why his guys play as hard as they do. And this group, you can say what you want about them. Is there some limitations in coverage? Is there some limitations in pass rush outside of Micah? Those things are all true. But one thing I haven't been able to say is that effort in running to the football has been phenomenal. It's been really good. Mm-hmm. And a big reason why they don't give up big, long runs. They don't give up a ton of big plays outside of double moves on the outside. They don't, and that's a lot of it has to do with effort.
That tells you about buy-in. That's exactly right. And we've got buy-in when it comes to Kohler services. Tausch has even worked on the crew in the past.
I have. It was a heck of a day back in, I think it was June. Me and Chris and the whole team, we demoed, we did the whole thing. It was a phenomenal day. And you know what? If you need a new bath or shower remodel, Kohler Services is the place to go. Family owned for 150 years, Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer providing care for life. And this month only, your Lugstone shower remodel, you get 0 interest financing for 12 months plus a free shower door. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote with fast professional installation always included. Again, that's KohlerServicesWI.com. That's the only time that this royalty-free music has really hurt and affected me, is that I can't do the Gilligan's Island theme song with the free shower door. Only time
you can
that this is bothering me.
Sing that.
Well, we don't know for sure. I don't know that for sure.
Know
Just
for
like, no, I don't. You guys maybe do.
Don't call their toilets the Super Bowl of toilets, and you're fine there.
I was just gonna say it's getting to that time of year again. You got to be very careful about that too.
I mean, some of their toilets do have Super Bowls. Like it's pretty.
We'll talk about. All right,
it is a thing.
You know how much he worries about that, the violations. You know what you should really do is bring up Michael Buffer. Because that's always smart, too.
No, don't even.
Whoa, Nelly! We don't joke about that, or
no,
that dude has got the best.
We don't
whoever
joke
his
about Buffer. No.
Whoever his people are, stop it. Whoever his people are,
you need people like his people.
You don't want to mess.
They are better than the elves on the shelves.
Are always watching. We'll talk about the Gary Bears next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
Marc Silverman here for Pizza Hut. Well, I've told you for a while about how much I love Pizza Hut since I was a kid, and it's especially great around the holidays. Here's the winning play of the season. Pizza Hut's Triple Treat Box is back. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and a dessert starting at just $19.99. Feed your crew before the game, after the game, or while you watch. The Triple Treat Box, only at Pizza Hut. Order now at pizzahut.com and on the Pizza Hut app. Pizza Hut, feed good times, and remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute brought to you by your Badgerland Chevy dealers, proud supporters of Badger Athletics. Go to BadgerlandChevy.com. Wisconsin volleyball playing in the program's 7th Final Four Thursday night, 6 of those under head coach Kelly Sheffield. Barry Alvarez applauding the coach he hired during his tenure as Wisconsin's AD. More from Coach during the Barry Alvarez Show.
He sent me a note back and thanked me for hiring him. I think it was 13 years ago. What a job he's done, and to keep it consistent. He's recruited nationally. Good players want to come and play for him. He coaches at a high level.
Extra coverage begins tonight at 6 with the Jump Around Extra, followed by the pre-match show at 7, setting the stage for Wisconsin and Kentucky.
Add windows and doors to your Christmas list with 0% interest for 24 months. If you're not getting windows from Santa, visit PellaWI.com today.
The Bucky Badger Student Mascot Fund was created to support the amazing student athletes who bring the best mascot in the world to life. Hey, my name is Stacy Bruner. I was Bucky Badger from 2010 to 2014. My most memorable sports moment was running out the flag at the 2013 Rose Bowl versus Stanford. Your donation will help fund new scholarships to ensure that the rich tradition of Bucky lives on. Learn more at supportbucky.org. That's supportbucky.org.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
The president of James Imaging Systems, Tom Tegeter.
As I reflect on the 2025 performance of the James Imaging Systems team, I'm inspired by their power of action, reliable follow-through, and ability to consistently connect with our clients. So thank you for helping our clients grow, profit, and thrive. In addition, I'm humbled by the trust our clients place in the James Imaging Systems expertise to help them succeed, now and in the years to come. As your local business technology partner, I extend my appreciation and gratitude for your ongoing loyalty. Looking forward, I feel that as individuals and as a community, if we display the power of positive action and authentically strive to find common ground, then our local communities will be stronger and our family connections will be secure and enduring. To everyone, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and God bless America.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Celebrate the season of Audi at Audi Madison. Take advantage of 1.99% APR for 72 months when you purchase a 2025 Audi Q5 Quattro. National customer credit is good towards the purchase, finance, or lease of a new Audi, but only available until January 5th. Stop in and test drive today. Check out AudiMadison.com to see current inventory and specials. Start your adventure at Audi Madison today, off the Beltline and Rimrock Road.
Ho, ho, ho!
We're on Badgers Volleyball.
Win or go home. It's that mentality, and there's nothing better than it.
Because we're on the postseason run.
This is what you play for.
Hear every Wisconsin match in the women's volleyball tournament on 100.5 ESPN, Madison's home for UW Volleyball.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the third day of Christmas, my true love
I'm gonna say let's continue our search.
How many of them can you name?
It feels like there's no royalties with this, which is shocking to me. I feel like there should be with this song.
Royalty free, baby.
Well, you get what you pay for. So speaking of getting what they pay for, can someone explain to me, like I'm a 6-year-old, what the hell the Bears are doing? Is this some sort of leverage play?
Yeah, it has to be. I think so. Here's the deal. I think initially they brought Kevin Warren in and pulled him from the Big Ten, which has been a huge loss for the Big Ten. And I think his job was to get a stadium built. His job was to build a stadium.
Yep.
And to run the Bears, whatever. I don't know how much involvement. I don't know how all that works, but there was the hope, I believe, that they would just redo Soldier Field and do it up a little bit better, have a bunch of, hotels and things right there, but it's pretty landlocked. So they buy up Arlington Racetrack, the old dog track.
Yep.
I've spent a lot of time down there, a lot of hockey rinks in that area. And they could basically turn it into a title town type spot, and they could still claim, because it's a suburb, that it was Chicago. I think everybody kind of understood that. They could leverage both against each other, get as much as they could out of either, and then build it, and that was kind of the thought.
And
it seems as if the governor or whomever, the mayor, whatever it might be, the politicians down there have no incentives to give billionaire owners money to build a new stadium. And you could say that's a good idea, it's a bad idea. Everybody's got their thoughts, right? Nothing is happening. And it sounds like Kevin Warren's not getting what he wants out of Arlington because they want to go to Arlington. That's what they want to do because it would be best for them long term.
Right.
And now they bring up old Indiana. And I saw last night the old state of Indiana, Northwest Indiana, which I don't know. That's Gary, Indiana. I don't know exactly where that is. But
31 miles from Chicago.
31 miles from Chicago, which is a lot less than I thought. Seems much more tenable and open to playing with the Bears ownership. So my guess is they're going to leverage that. The Bears, the state of Illinois doesn't want to lose the Chicago Bears. They will come to some terms that are probably better than what they want, than what the city wants to give, and the state, and they'll end up building in Arlington down the road. But it's going to be gnarly and nastier than I think they wanted it, and that's why this got leaked. Which again, this is a news dump deal. If I'm the Bears. They do it 2 days before the biggest game they've had in quite some time at home.
Yeah. Why?
The whole thing is intriguing to me.
Yeah, help me understand the timing.
Well, here's the deal. Somebody got wind of it, and they were going to go with it, so the Bears got out in front of it. It sounds like somebody from the Tribune had some info, wanted to put it, was going to put it out preemptively. So the Bears said, "Well, we're going to be the ones. Kevin Warren is going to be the one that puts this out." And whether or not that was a smart move or not, we shall see.
The New York Jets and the New York Giants play in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Mm-hmm. This is basically taking a page out of that book, right? Their version of being the New York team playing in New Jersey. This would be the Chicago team playing in Northwest Indiana.
So what I think they should do, and I'm not in the business of giving a bunch of great ideas to Illinoisans. Mm-hmm. The White Sox need a new stadium. Build the big dome. They're going to do a dome, which again makes me sad, but it's going to continue to give Green Bay more advantage, in my opinion.
Okay.
Do it where you can easily transform it, baseball and football, so it's used more, and have it down over in that area. It would be, I think you can do that in Arlington. Go ahead and do that, and you're going to end up doubling up. That's what I would do if I was them. I doubt they will. And I personally hope they end up in Gary, Indiana, or somewhere in Northwest Indiana, because then I think you have to start seriously looking at, if that is indeed the case, I think you have to look at realignment. The Colts need to be in the same division then.
Oh, my God.
Hold up. The Colts need to be – you have to, if you're going to do this – I think that's a natural rivalry that needs to be a part of it. The Colts then need to come in. You're going to go to five division teams. You expand in London. The NFL's going to expand, Jesse. Like, who are you kidding? And when you do, I think the Colts are going to get brought into the NFC North with us, because that Bears-Colts rivalry, the battle for the Hoosiers, or whatever they want to call it, it's going to be in play. And that's just how it's going to be.
You mean just like how the Texans and Cowboys are in the same division, and just like the Jets and Giants are in the same division, and just like the Rams and the Chargers are in the same division?
They play.
That was a really good takedown, by the way.
Oh, so are the Browns and Bengals, are they in the same division?
Okay, you got one.
Okay.
How about the Buccaneers, Jaguars, and Dolphins?
Hey, different stadiums? Well, Florida's a big state. Indiana's not that big of a state.
Come on, you got to give him credit. That was pretty well played.
Also, the White Sox are going to move to Nashville.
That is potentially true. Okay.
Wow.
Oh, snap.
I'm not sure I've ever seen Jesse actually win.
You should have been here the first 28.
What did he win? I'm not going to fight him on the fact those are facts. The Chargers and the Rams don't play because they're trying. I don't know why the NFL needs to go more geographical. Like, they need to get more. So does the NBA. Everything needs to get more geographical. As college football is spreading out, I think these professional leagues need to get more geographical because everything is becoming more hyper-local. And if you don't think that when and if the Bears build in Gary, Indiana, you need to get that rivalry brewing with the Colts, I think you're crazy. You're missing out. So the NFL, everybody's going to look at this in a big picture pretty soon. And when first off, I said the Bears aren't going to leave the state of Illinois. They're going to get it worked out in Arlington.
We agree. Yep.
But if they don't, and they end up in the state of Indiana, they need to play the Colts twice a year. And we need to re-examine and relook at how we split up divisions. That's all.
Just like the Steelers and Eagles.
You just can't stop.
I think that's the last one. I think I'm out.
You're telling me that you have a Florida division where you have Tampa, Miami, Jacksonville, and then, I don't know, you throw Atlanta. I don't know how that all works. Yeah, that's dumb, and you know that. So we'll see how it all shakes out.
One final follow-up question, if I may.
Yeah.
The Packers have a historic stadium. We have the Ice Bowl. We have all the history and all the, the Snow Bowl, all that. Okay.
Yep.
Let's say Lambeau Field wasn't the hallowed ground that it is.
Okay.
Put yourself in a Bears fan's perspective for a second. As a fan, as a goer to football games, would you rather have a dome too? Like, if this happens as planned, the Packers will be in a division, barring the Bears moving to the same division as the Colts.
No, the Colts. The Bears and I just want to be crystal clear. The Bears-Packers are never splitting up. I want to be crystal clear. The Colts would be joining us.
So we're booting someone from the division?
No,
we're
going to go to a 5-team division.
He's going to add 8 teams to the NFL.
No, you're going to end up with 34 divided. What is 34? We'll have to figure that out.
Good luck. Matt and Beaver Dam, the Gary Bears could put a big G on their helmet. They could.
Apparently, they like green and gold.
Let's leave the Colts where they are, although they play in a dome too. The Bears, the Vikings, and the Lions, oh my, would all be in domed stadiums. If the Packers did not have such an iconic home, would you rather they had one too?
No. Here's what I would say. This is going to, as stadiums continue to age, there is a very good chance that the Green Bay Packers will be the last and only open-air stadium. Because I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, Jesse, because you have already 4 or 5 times, and fair.
Very well.
The Bills is retractable, or is the Bills open air?
Bills is going to be retractable.
Okay. So that would be the one spot. You're looking at, basically, there are going to be no teams left outside of the Packers that will be in the elements on a consistent. Because when and if Cincinnati, Cleveland is doing a new stadium, they're doming it. Once Cincinnati, if those whatever ends up doing something, which I bet would be in 50 years, they're not doing anything, I would guess they're going to go retractable or dome. And then you start looking, where are we at? Tennessee. They don't snow much in Tennessee. They're going dome. Where's there going to be a cold weather stadium that's going to be open air? It ain't going to happen.
There's a dome in
the
Arizona.
last man standing.
Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, New York, both of them. San Francisco gets a little weather sometimes.
Jesse, I just said when the next stadium comes, when they're all Philadelphia Stadium's 27 years old. You don't think they're going to be asking for something? Oh, of course they will. Pittsburgh Stadium's pretty old. When they do, maybe Pittsburgh will be one that sticks with it, which would be great. But if you don't think the New York operation wishes they would have domed it, you're crazy.
You're 100% right on that. Heinz Field, I think you're right. I think we could wind up with Lambeau and Acrisure Stadium, which opened in 2001, to Tausch's point. So Pittsburgh is not a brand new stadium by any stretch. I think you might be right.
I like Josh's idea.
Josh and Harlan. Maybe the NFL should have an indoor conference and an outdoor conference.
You have an indoor championship, like an indoor cup, and then the outdoor cup. Yeah, that's a good idea.
So and then the Bears and the Colts could be in the same division because they both play indoors by then.
Oh yeah.
If you're indoors,
or whoever loses, how about you do this? Whoever loses the AFC Championship and NFC Championship have to go play in the last cold weather place to see who takes third place. How's that?
You're an idea, man. There's no doubt about that.
That's not a great one.
No,
I'm not gonna
it wasn't.
lie.
No. I didn't want to. I know that you're very sensitive like me, so I didn't want to say that.
Jesse, I'll give Jesse credit. He beat me on that one. Josh, he's texted me. I'm getting texts.
He KO'd you pretty good. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Can't win them all.
But you're telling me
you
don't want the Colts. If they go to Northwest Indiana, the Colts and Bears need to be playing each other. Period. Thin. I can't wait until the NFL redraws its geography lines, Jesse. I will come back at you bigger and better than ever.
You've been waiting a while.
But it's
talk to you in 2056.
Let us know when you figure out what your divisions are going to look like with your 34 teams and how you're going to balance that out while you're at it.
I love the fact that you don't think the NFL is going to take on more expansion.
I agree that they are. I agree that they are. I think you're right.
It's been a minute. It has been a minute since they've expanded.
It's also been a minute since
23 years, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Almost as old as Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh.
Get into Steinhafels and test rest a Beauty Rest Black mattress for your chance to win a dream vacation to Hawaii. Maybe they'll expand to Honolulu. And right now, you'll save up
They took the Pro Bowl away from them. They're not expanding to Honolulu.
Oh, Honolulu's where we draw the line.
No. If you guys don't see that it's going to be London, come on. You see where this is going, but you just want to keep your head in the sand. Go ahead. Go ahead, Jason.
Right, so why not Honolulu?
I just told you.
The Bears and the Colts can be in the same division with them. Get into Steinhafels and test rest a Beauty Rest Black mattress for your chance to win that dream vacation to Hawaii, expansion or not. And right now, save up to $700 on adjustable base sets. Plus, get up to $300 in Steinhafels cash. But wait, there's more. You can get a Queen Beauty Rest Black mattress for just $38 a month with Steinhafels 60-month financing. So save big and rest easy. A new Beauty Rest Black from Steinhafels. Shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com. The 10 o'clock hour, we were clicking on time. And then
how on earth did we go this long without
Because
guests?
You moved the Colts to the division.
Yep.
That's how we got there. And Jesse spixed you.
Got us another 10 minutes. Is that what you're telling me?
You could have tapped out, but you decided to dig in a little more and extend the game, and here we are.
It's all good. More next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Marc Tausch here for Iron Jock. As a former athlete, I've worn just about every type of workout gear there is, and nothing compares to Iron Jock. Their performance apparel is built to fight sweat, odor, and bacteria, keeping you feeling fresh no matter how hard you push. From the gym to the pickleball court, Iron Jock keeps you dry, comfortable, and confident. Right now, you can get 40% off your Iron Jock gear. Use code CHRISTMAS40. That's Christmas40 for 40% off your order. Shop now at ironjock.com.
This is former Wisconsin linebacker Chris Orr. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station on Wisconsin.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson. Sports Center brought to you by Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison for generations. Check them out, 220 State Street and online at goodmansjewelers.com. The national semifinal of the NCAA volleyball tournament is tonight in Kansas City. The Wisconsin Badgers and the Kentucky Wildcats meeting in the second of the two semifinals tonight. First serve expected to be around 8 p.m. Central Time. The official start time of the match is 30 minutes following the conclusion of match number 1 of the night, which is Pittsburgh and Texas A&M. That gets started at 5:30. Expected to end around 7:30, then first serve for Wisconsin-Kentucky around 8 o'clock. You're going to want to monitor it throughout the night if you don't want to miss a single point, and that's why you want to keep it locked right here to 100.5 ESPN, Madison's home of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball. Following Jim, Matt, and Molly at 6 o'clock, the Jump Around Extra expanded pregame from 6 to 7 o'clock locally. Network pregame begins at 7 o'clock on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. First serve around 8 o'clock for the national semifinal, Wisconsin-Kentucky.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
The 10 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch begins now. I just don't understand. I understand leverage. I get that concept. We spent a lot of time on leverage when we were discussing
Joe Douglas
situation with Goody and Aaron Rodgers. But man, things are going so well.
Goody win. Wow, is that Goody KO was like when Clubber Lang got Sylvester Stallone the first time. That's what that was.
It's like Jesse moments ago. Everything's going well for them, right? Like they got their big rivals coming.
How much would you have to get paid to sign that picture if you're Mike Spinks? Like, here, take a picture. You got Johnny Cochran looking right at you as you're back down, unconscious, with Mike Tyson standing over you after a 90-second heavyweight bout. You just got KO'd and unconscious. It had to be substantial, right?
Yeah, you would think so. It's got to be, unless he just, maybe he just needs the money at that point. I don't know. But yeah, that's a tough.
Man, how funny is that?
It's your worst moment as an athlete, right? It's the worst moment of your career. He accomplished a lot, by the way.
Yeah,
he held titles.
Good career. Yep. How about the dude throwing up the deuces sign right on the backside? That maybe he's counting two, but I think he's saying deuces, Mike.
No, I think he's counting.
That picture, that says more than 1,000 words.
That is art.
It is.
That is art. You know what I'd love? And Jason, this would be something. Boy. You know, I got you that great photo that you didn't like. I got you that great
Hansel
picture.
Hansel and Gretel.
Hansel and Gretel. That photo signed by Mike Tyson might be the all-time. And Mike Spinks. And, unfortunately, you can't get Johnny Cochran. But that would be something. Right,
so somewhere in my radio studio, I have a photo of your good friend Marco Rivera, and he has a member of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Punched his
He's
helmet
like
off.
smushing him in the face with his fist.
That made the Hall of Fame. They put that photo in the Hall of Fame.
And it's signed by Marco. What it would be even better is if the guy whose face is being smushed in would also sign it. I got to find that during the commercial break because that is an all-time great photo. But again, if you have this picture and it's signed by Mike Tyson, well, yeah, right? He's the conquering hero in the photo. Michael Spinks is flat on his back being counted out after 91 seconds.
To have both of them would be pretty sweet. And then obviously if you found a way to do that and I'd also want Tier 1 Tyler to sign that. Or I guess he's Tier 2 Tyler now.
Yeah, he's moving.
Just because of the Pepsi background.
Oh, sure.
Oh, thanks for clarifying.
Diet
I was going to say,
Pepsi.
I didn't realize that Bubbler was sponsoring that match.
Oh, Diet Pepsi right there. Yeah.
All right, let's play trivia.
All right.
Jesse, what's today's category and what caller would you like?
In honor of the Gary Bears, today's trivia category, share my sports location. Questions about sports teams and their locations relative to the cities or areas they say they're actually from.
Jesse, do you share your location with Becca? Does she know where you're at all times?
We do not share locations with each other, no.
How many couples? I don't even have to ask Jason. Like this is one thing I never have to ask. I'm fairly certain you have your kids, your dog, and everything on your phone.
The fish.
Cats. What do you think the percentages are that would be Team Wilde or Team Jesse on this?
Boy, that's a great question. What are the Tauschers?
So here's the deal. I don't know if Sarah has I know I don't have a monitor on her phone. I have no idea. I generally have ideas where she is. My kids, I don't. I believe we do. I don't know all of this because it's a tough question for me. I don't want that.
Okay.
I don't want that.
Okay.
But I understand with the way the world is, there's a safety component. I understand that from a kid's standpoint and from her standpoint. I get that. So that's why I don't want to be as dismissive as I normally would be of this.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not. I am on the opposite side of you, which probably doesn't surprise you.
That does not. Jesse, what caller would you like to monitor to play trivia before Tausch tells us about prize picks?
Matt LaFleur is 12-1 now against the Bears, so caller 12.
Caller 12 right now, 844-770-37.
You're having an easy day.
Something tells me it's going to be made up for later.
We got 109 coming up a little bit later in the program. Caller 12 right now, 844-770-3776, 844-770-3776 plays trivia after Tausch tells us about prize picks.
Well, it's the holiday season, the best time of the year for sports. We got bowl games and college football playoffs. They got basketball matchups. We had a champion crowned a couple nights ago. And, of course, great playoff push and seeding games coming up. And it's all happening at once. And there's only one place to be when you want to get in on that sweet action, that daily fantasy action, and that is Prize Picks. Make your picks. Less than 60 seconds. Choose more or less on at least 2 player stats. Get them right. Cash in. And new this season, you can get early payouts if your lineup gets off to a hot start. Cash out before the game even ends. Deposits are fast and easy with Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code WI to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's, again, code WI to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good
to be right. We'll see how right you are with your trivia answers if you are caller 12. 844-770-3776. We play next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
I knew that we were going to be getting engaged soon and needed to do some ring shopping. Heard the radio ads of Chalmers and decided, hey, we should give it a shot at Chalmers.
They were just awesome at accepting us through the door and understanding what she wanted in terms of how she wanted it, and they delivered.
Everybody always is telling me how sparkly my ring is. They tell me that they really like the style of the ring and the setting that it's in. I am ecstatic with it.
Thank you, Chalmers.
This is Ricky, owner of Infinity Exteriors here in Madison. I've seen it too many times. Homeowners paying thousands too much for new windows. Big promises of premium installs that never deliver. Madison, you deserve better. At Infinity Exteriors, we're local experts for energy-efficient windows, roofing, and siding with transparent pricing and no gimmicks. Every project comes with a lifetime workmanship because we believe in doing it right. We're on a mission to save our communities from overpriced, unqualified window contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com, proud partner of your Madison Mallards.
Hey, it's Riley Yauk. Stay in the know on area high school sports and follow ESPN Madison on social media for Prep Mania on Deck, each week's preview for the top games and events. Prep Mania on Deck is brought to you by Zimbra Honda, a proud supporter of high school sports and local communities.
All day, every day, the Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you. 844-770-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
The Bucky Badger Student Mascot Fund was created to support the amazing student athletes who bring the best mascot in the world to life. Hey, my name is Stacy Bruner. I was Bucky Badger from 2010 to 2014. My most memorable sports moment was running out the flag at the 2013 Rose Bowl versus Stanford. Your donation will help fund new scholarships to ensure that the rich tradition of Bucky lives on. Learn more at supportbucky.org. That's supportbucky.org.
What's better than cheering for the Packers with an ice-cold beer in your hand? Cheering for the Packers with an ice-cold beer in your hand that you got for 10% off. And when you get Packers checking from Associated Bank, you get even more. Like 10% off food and 10% off drinks on game day. Like that ice-cold beer in your hand. Plus 15% off Pro Shop gear. Only with Packers checking. Associated Bank. Bank of the Packers. Learn more at associatedbank.com/Packers. Member FDIC.
When you've been seriously injured, you need a trusted team on your side. Gruber Law Offices is available 24/7 and will even come to you. Your first call is free. Your first visit is free. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Purchase your tickets, grab some friends, and get to the Sylvie on Thursday, January 29th for Andy North Trivia Night presented by Exact Sciences. Enjoy a fun and inspiring evening of trivia, music, food, and refreshments while helping to raise money for UW Carbone Cancer Center. This fun and inspiring event is hosted by Andy North, and along with the trivia, the lineup includes a silent auction, celebrity appearances, and prizes. Doors open at 6. Visit AndyNorthAndFriends.com to buy your tickets. Past year's events have sold out quickly, so get your tickets today. Greg Scalzo here for Buck and Honey's. Celebrate the holiday season at the restaurant that won gold in Best of Madison. Enjoy seasonal dishes, handcrafted cocktails, and hospitality that makes every visit special. Planning your holiday party? They'll help you host a celebration that everyone will remember. Don't wait. Make a reservation today to secure your spot this season. Visit their locations in Sun Prairie, Monona, Wanakee, or Mount Horeb, and enjoy holiday cheer with great food and great company. I'll see you at Buck and Honey's.
For official rules and more information about every contest on 100.5 ESPN, visit ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN app.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
While the debate rages on about sharing your location in our group chat, time has arrived for Wilde and Tausch Trivia, presented by Iron Jock and Cousin Subs.
Wilde and Tausch Trivia is brought to you by Cousin Subs. Purchase $30 worth of Cousin Subs gift cards this month and receive a certificate for a 7.5-inch sub. And by Iron Jock. Performance apparel that actually performs. No stink, just performance. And proudly Wisconsin built. Shop now at ironjock.com.
It is time for trivia. Let's welcome in our contestant. He's a veteran. He's one of the GOATs.
Now, what's he ranked?
Is he in? Is he in? We have automatic qualifiers for this. Is he in?
I think he's in.
Yeah, I think he is
I think
too.
He should be in.
Horizon League champion.
But he... Yeah, indeed. Very much
Jesse's
so.
having a hell of a show today.
He is. It's one of his best shows ever.
That's why he's taking off the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't know if he's just been busy with Rick and Kayla's kids, Grandpa watching them or what, but it's Coach Dan in Brothertown is our contestant. Good morning, Coach. How are you?
And we lost him.
You did what?
Oh, boy.
Or you just his call dropped.
Oh, boy.
He was on. I was talking to him. Caught up plenty. Talking about Gottlieb.
I'll proxy in for Dan since I haven't looked at the questions yet.
All right.
I'll proxy.
Give me a stall for a minute. I will see if I can call him back real quick.
Okay.
So Jason, who are our 4 with a bye? Like, if we do this college football playoff-wise with our trivia, we are going to do this trivia. Like, I now have a plan. This is going to happen. Unlike the murder mystery and some of the other stuff, Hall of Fame, that we discussed.
The murder mystery.
I
forgot about that.
Who are our 4? Who are our 4 or 8 auto qualifiers trivia-wise?
Jeff
Jerry,
and Monroe.
Dan. Jeff and Monroe.
Jerry and the Prairie.
Yep.
I hope Chef Ed is doing well.
He is. I think he does a different show now. He does a lot on a different show.
There was a phase
KBN.
where
he's a KBN guy,
where he was where he took a turn. There was a time when he was playing quite a bit. So he's out now, right? Like he's like.
I don't know all the rules. We haven't. We'll get Jesse to set those rules.
We have Dan back.
Dan in Brothertown would be one of those, though. Dan, good morning, buddy. How are you?
Awesome, man. How you doing, Jason?
I can't believe Jesse hung up on you. That was so rude. All right. The category, share my sports location. Question number 1 is this. While most affiliated with the city of Boston, which of these statements is true about the New England Patriots and their actual home in the city of Foxborough? All right, which of these 3 statements is true? Is that Foxborough is not in the same county as Boston? Is it Foxborough is not in the same state as Boston? Is it Foxborough is not in the same time zone as Boston?
Not in the same county.
Foxborough, Massachusetts is indeed in the same state and time zone as Boston. All right, question 2, Dan, is this. How many NFL teams actually play their home games in New York? How many NFL teams actually play their home games in the state of New York? Is it 0, 1, or 2?
It's 0. What?
I don't want to say perfect week just ended with what should have been a kind of a layup, no pun intended.
And Coach Dan did not suffer missed layups.
He's
going to
kick himself for this one.
Yeah, he went too quick.
Ouch.
The Buffalo Bills play in the state of New York.
Oh.
But New York is a state of mind. It's a state
In
of
a
mind.
New York state of mind. Now I got to pay royalties on
That's
that.
not royalty free.
I sang it, so it's okay.
I sang it, not Billy.
I don't know what the
Billy
rules
Joel
on
did
that.
not sing
I
it.
don't know.
All right, way to go, Dan.
You're right.
I'm not going to be
Perfect.
ignored, Dan. You got that one wrong. All right, question 3, let's bounce back.
Dang it.
Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Dolphins and the Miami Hurricanes, not to be confused with Hard Rock Casino Rockford, the home of Jesse Nelson and Terry Bradshaw, and maybe someday Chris Rock.
and Dolly, who's never been there.
It's located several miles north of Miami.
About a 60-minute drive.
Nice. All right, Hard Rock Stadium is located several miles north of Miami in a city that goes by which of these names? Is it located in Miami Park, Miami Gardens, or Miami Heights?
Oh, I'm going to go with Miami Heights.
Well, the good news is if you'd have gotten Buffalo right, you would have ended our perfect week with that one instead. It is located in Miami Gardens. Miami Gardens.
Duval. I can't wait till that realignment comes.
They are not in the same division as the Jaguars.
The Battle of Florida.
Dan, you got one right. That leaves you with two entries into Friday's drawing. We appreciate your loyalty to the show. What's the update on UW Green Bay women's basketball? Where are we at right now?
Right now we're 3-0 in conference, 8-4 overall. Lost some really tough games. Lost to Washington, ranked 20th in the country. North Carolina State, ranked 25th. And then we lost to the Badgers, so they've really improved their program.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Change of pace.
I hear there's an opening for a radio show. Would your daughter-in-law consider hosting a national radio show every day?
She would be way too busy to do that, man. Way too busy.
Dan, we appreciate you, buddy. I look forward to seeing you at a game after Packers season is over. Thanks.
Absolutely. Let me know, Jason. Take care, man.
That is our buddy Dan in Brothertown. He has two entries into Friday's drawing after getting only one question right in our Wilde and Tausch trivia presented by Cousin Subs and Iron Jock. We are late to get to Sylvie. Imagine that. Marc Silverman of Waddle and Sylvie joins us next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
Marc Tauscher here to tell you a little bit more about Everlight Solar. We all know that electricity costs are on the rise. That's why you need to talk to my friends over at Everlight Solar. Their local team here in Madison is here to keep it simple. From your no-cost consultation to solar panel installation, the team at Everlight Solar will be with you every step of the way. Not only will they help you save money, but by switching to solar, you're also helping save the planet. Everlight Solar, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Check them out at everlightsolar.com.
We ask and you answer. Tune in to Jim, Matt, and Molly every weekday 4 to 6 and follow at Jim, Matt, Molly on X to vote in daily poll questions presented by Siding Unlimited. Trust Siding Unlimited with your next window and door project.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Ho, my back.
Santa?
Ho, Gina Dello from Pella. You've been a good girl this year.
Is that why you're in here building new windows?
Santa's doing OT.
Let me make a call.
Frighteningly fast Pella team at your service. Let us take it from here, Mr. Claus. And Gina, next time.
I know. Ask for a Pella gift card. Right now at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get 0% interest for 24 months. Visit PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 12/31/2025.
Breaking news on ESPN Madison is presented by Metro Ford and Metro Kia of Madison. Find the Metro family of auto dealers online or see them in person on the east side of Madison today.
Hear that creaking? That's not the cold Madison wind or your holiday decorations. It's your joints reminding you the year's almost over. At Orthopedic and Spine Centers of Wisconsin, you can use your end-of-year health benefits before they disappear. From an achy back and stiff hips to those knees that aren't bending like they used to, they've got you covered with same-day appointments and walk-ins welcome. Head to their location just off the Beltline whenever you need. Don't wait, your benefits won't roll over, but you can roll right into Orthopedic and Spine Centers of Wisconsin today.
'tis the season to be planning your holiday events. Whether it's a party for 10 or 10,000, Celebrations has the sound, video, lighting, special effects, and custom-themed decor to make it the best party ever. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With us on your team, your holiday or New Year's party will be easy to plan and super fun to attend. DJs, casino games, lighting, and photo booths are just the beginning at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
The holidays bring sparkle and light to the season. The same way Goodman's Jewelers has been bringing the sparkle with our custom pieces since 1933. Generations have relied on our trust, service, and selection. This holiday, shop local. Shop Goodman's Jewelers in the heart of Madison, touching hearts with Goodman's sparkle and light. 220 State Street. Find our extended holiday hours at goodmansjewelers.com.
The best is at Goodman's. This season, the Bucks are going for it all.
A game winner for the Greek Freak.
Go inside the team's pursuit of a championship on Locked In, the new season of the Behind the Bucks podcast, narrated by Bucks legend Marcus Johnson. Hear from the team stars on why they think they can make history. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen. Keep it right here after Wilde and Tausch and join us for the Rich Eisen Show on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Joining us now. And he's joining us on video. I tried to join him on video earlier in the week. Couldn't get it to work. Didn't work out.
Just wait,
So
they asked you to go on their show this week?
They did. Upgraded from the previous matchup.
Wow. I was told that I had the best hit that they've ever had a couple weeks ago, and I hope they didn't tell you the same thing after you did yours a couple days ago.
Yeah, no, they didn't tell me that. They just said that mine was better than yours. That's all they said. Joining us now.
That's fair.
It is our guy. It is Marc Silverman. Sylvie of Waddle and Sylvie. Are you joining us from beautiful Northwest Indiana, getting a jump on the big move? Or what are you doing?
Very funny. That's very funny. That's very good. Like nothing like announcing that you could move to a new state during Bears-Packers week when you barely win a game to begin with in this rivalry. But, as it's been pointed to me, and Tausch, you'd understand this since you played, like Waddle's like, the players don't care. And I get that. It's the vibes are so high, and I know they want to take advantage of that now. And after a really cold outdoor game, they want to get as much press as possible, but I thought it muddied the waters this week. I didn't like it. I felt dirty.
Yeah, I would tend to agree. But again, hey, neither of us is running the Bears. Although I would be curious what it would be like if you did. Hey, how are Bears fans? We had a great conversation. Again, as you said, so much better than when you had Tausch on before the first meeting. How are Bears fans right now? I mean, the Packers won the first meeting. Now we go to edition 212 on Saturday night. How are Bears fans feeling about their team and the arch rivals coming to town?
I think they're confident. I'm confident. I still consider myself a fan, even though I do a show. That's the way I do a show, Jason. I know that, you come at it as a journalist perspective. I come at it as another guy who's a Bears fan out there. I feel good. I wrote a column, if not now, then when? And I've said that before, but I really feel with Ben Johnson, with the way they played at the end of the game last time against Green Bay, with Parsons going down, with home field advantage, taking care of business last week. Caleb's coming along and he's developing. So I think it's going to be another great game. I expect it to be a close game. I think the Bears are going to win this one.
So, Sylvie, I said the last time it felt like you guys were guarding your feelings. You just beat Philly, and it felt that way. Now I feel like y'all are emboldened a little bit. There's a little more swagger. I'm jumping on Twitter, and there's a lot more shrapnel coming our way than there was the last. It was almost eerily quiet from the standpoint. I think you wanted to wait and see. The fact that you played us tough, the fact that Micah's out, the fact your second half went, how devastating will you be on the swing if the Packers beat the Bears on Saturday?
It depends, Tausch, on how the game goes. If the game goes like the opener of 2023 was that when Jordan Love made his first start, or one of his when he took over and it was at Soldier Field. I joined you guys then and I said, hey, I'm going to be in the fetal position on Lakeshore Drive if the Bears, don't take advantage of this and the kind of the fork in the road with the Packers with a new quarterback. And sure enough, I was in the fetal position. So like if stuff happens that's extraordinary, I will get on the swing. If they lose again, I'll be really disappointed. But like the swing is for swing of sadness, and the Bears still have chances against San Francisco and Detroit at the end of this year. Now, look, I think that if you have a chance to win the division, win the damn division. I want this game badly. Whether this is a must win or a need to win, I think is where we landed on. While it's not the true definition of must win, the Bears need to win this. They still have a shot at the number 1 seed. They have a shot to win the division. They would control their destiny here if they beat the Packers. So you're here. Why not win it?
So, Sylvie, how do you think Ben Johnson is looking at this? We've spent most of our show today talking about Jeff Hafley, trying to figure out what to do without Micah Parsons. How much different do you think Ben Johnson's approach offensively? Because the last game, and correct me if I'm wrong, there wasn't a ton of drop back. It was, we're going to play action, we're going to run the football, not putting Caleb in that spot. Now without Micah, do you think he trusts that Caleb can stand in there, go through progressions, and go through? Or do you think he takes the similar approach that he did in the second half of that game with Micah?
I think it's a great question, Tausch, because we were debating this too. Ben Johnson had a play last week against Cleveland where it still was like a 14-0 game, so the Bears weren't up 2 scores yet. And it was, I forget if it was 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1. I think it was 3rd and inches. And instead of running it and picking up the first down and continuing the drive, Ben he saw cover 0, and he went for the big play. And he described that as, hey, I want these big, splash plays. I want I'm cool to pick up the first down, but I'd rather go for chunk yards. It's what he's about. And so I think it's a great question then with Parsons out. Do you stick with the run game, which is defined what you've been able to do, or do you test it a little more? Do you flirt with a little more danger, if you will? So, and for instance, Tausch, going back to 2 games when the Bears played you guys, I would have liked them to not take their time as much late in the game and pick up that first down and then go for the end zone with a fresh set of downs. Instead, they did scheme open Cole Kmet on that final play that was intercepted. I was more in favor of running the football and picking it up and getting a fresh set of downs with 2 timeouts left at that point.
Does he get to use those timeouts on Saturday night then? That he's got
instead
left over?
Pocket them, instead of taking him home for Christmas as a grab bag?
Sick bird, bro. It's a Domofsky there.
Jeez.
So, talking with Marc Silverman, Sylvie of Waddle and Sylvie on ESPN 1000. All right, so as I look at this, and I look at this rivalry, and I look at this game, I'm remembering the fact that your Bears started the season 0-2. And I'm thinking, what has this ride been? Because you know that I love you and Tommy. Yeah, I've been friends with you. I've been friends with you guys before we were teammates.
Tommy Waddle.
Right. Yeah.
And so I'm happy. I know Packers fans are going to, just like they don't like my take on wanting Caleb Williams to be good and this rivalry to be hot and heavy for the next decade. I'm happy that you get to be happy. And I don't mean that in a condescending way. I know you think it is, but it's not. What has this ride been like for you and for the thousands upon thousands of Bears fans that listen to your show? Because at 0-2, I'm thinking, here we go again. Bears are going to bear. And that has not been the case.
It's the most patronizing. It's the most patronizing question I've ever gotten.
This is Wilde. Sylvie, this is how Wilde does it. He'll pat exactly what you did. Pat you on, oh, good boy. Oh, it's so happy for you, good boy.
Yeah. Well, why don't you mess up my hair? Mess up the hair while you know what? We're happy for you.
Yeah, a little noogie. Yeah.
It's good to see you guys. Why don't you guys join this party and make this an actual football rivalry? And how happy are you that now you don't have to sit out in the dumpster fire that has been the Chicago Bears for the last 15 years? I'm so proud of you, Sylvie, that you get to enjoy this with your family and your friends.
So boy, you have the Wilde translator down to a T. Like, you got Wilde's translation down to a T.
In my defense, if I was a fan, that would be exactly what it is. Condescension, because my team's better than your team. But I'm not, so it's sincere. So screw you. All right, how does it feel, this ride that you've had this year?
Yeah, because I was with you at 0-2. I'm like, oh, crap, here we go again. I've not been a Ryan Poles guy. I don't love the GM. I still don't love him. I feel like the Bears are where they're at because of Ben Johnson and the coaching staff. You guys know Al Harris so well. But one of my fears, too, on a side note, is that Al Harris either goes to Dallas to replace Eberflus where he used to be, or he goes up to Green Bay and he replaces Hafley when Hafley gets a head coaching job. So, because obviously he played there, he's so good at what they develop. But it's incredible, Wilde, because I know I was saying it tongue in cheek, but I have two sons who are 11 and 9, and never in their lifetime have the Bears been good. In 18 they were far, far too young to enjoy it, and it's been far too long since I've been able. They know sports now. They understand the players. They understand the game. For me to be able to sit with them and enjoy these great finishes down the wire. And I think there's a part to this too, guys, where, 4 or 5 games ago, a lot of Packer fans were concerned about which direction you guys were heading in. And then Philly fans have been concerned which direction they're heading in. That's what expectations do. When you have expectations to win the Super Bowl and you're in contention every year, 11-6 doesn't get it done as much as it does for me, someone who has had no expectations for this team, and this is the first ride. So while it is the first ride, Wilde, I'm enjoying it because it's not like Cubs and Brewers where I expect the Cubs to win, and every year they continue to let me down.
So, Sylvie, how much you just said about Ryan Poles? I think the biggest difference, obviously Ben Johnson has made a huge difference, and I was going to ask you about what you've seen. What are the biggest changes? Is it just the confidence throughout the locker room? But you got to give Poles some credit on the offensive line. The offensive line is markedly better than what it's been in the past. Is that not a fair assessment?
Oh, my God. Yeah, if anyone would know, it's you. I mean, the offensive line, especially the interior of the offensive line, is crazy good. To think that Joe Thuney was had – I know he's old, but he's as good as anyone at guard. He makes everyone calmer inside, too. He's a pro's pro. He's only been in winning programs, New England and Kansas City. This locker room, Tausch, especially after last year, needed guys like that. Dolman's really good at center. They've been playing musical centers for years and years. Who was it? Was it Patrick, the guy who was up in Green Bay?
Lucas Patrick.
They were signing those types of guys to plug and not to build. Now you finally got Dolman. You got Jonah Jackson, who's been in the division. He's played for Ben Johnson. And then you get Thuney. Darnell Wright now on the right side has become better because Dan Rochar, the offensive line coach, has demanded that. Coaching matters. You guys know this. Wilde, on the show the other day, I loved your comparison about Holmgren, where Ben Johnson, to me, I hope, is the Holmgren. Because he's not like the other coaches you guys have had, like McCarthy and now with LaFleur, because the programs have been established. What Holmgren had to do is he really had to turn that thing around where it was losing throughout the 80s, and then you guys got it done. Ben Johnson is up against that. So I really feel for the first time in my lifetime, really, that they've got capable head coaches that at the very least, we could have a meathead discussion. Who's better going forward? Is it LaFleur or is it Ben Johnson? But what I do know is Ben Johnson we're not at a disadvantage anymore with a guy like Eberflus running the show, and Ben Johnson can compete with guys like Hafley and with LaFleur.
All right, Sylvie, last one for me, and this is a meathead question because your guy, Cap, who we love, made a statement basically that Caleb Williams is a better total meatball. That Caleb Williams is a much better quarterback, and we had a little discussion on even as an ardent Bear fan that you are. I'm not talking about in 5 years. I'm talking about Saturday.
Right.
Which quarterback would you rather have leading your favorite team Saturday? Would it be Jordan Love or Caleb Williams? All things equal.
Just like Wilde set me up with a patronizing question, you're setting me up for the social media post where I say Jordan Love.
I got set up. I got set up.
Tweet it out and go, look at the Chicago guy, the big Chicago sports fan.
I just want to see how honest. I want to see your honesty level. That's all. Yeah, where are you at?
I don't believe that the Bears are at a disadvantage with Caleb. I really feel like he can make all the throws.
That wasn't the question.
Jordan
Love
the
question. I object, Your Honor. That wasn't the question.
Jordan Love is a more developed quarterback. Jordan Love is a more developed quarterback at this moment.
And a better quarterback at this moment.
More developed quarterback at this moment.
Look at you, Wilde. Wow, you are an old seasoned vet, Sylvie. You old rascal. You're good. You're good.
God, I'm so proud of you right now.
He's so good.
He did not.
Because you're right. We were ready to plaster. I had Maddie and Pablo at the ready. Get that clip. Clip it. Put it out. No,
I know how you guys work.
Too much of a vet.
I know how you guys work.
He's not the hero we need, but he's the hero we deserve.
Tough day for
Marc
clickbait.
Silverman.
Quick question. If I may, Jason, quick question.
Of course you may.
Yeah,
sure.
Which of the Rocky fight, in all of the Rockies,
oh my God, for this?
Rocky 1 through 6, yes, who are you having come speak to your favorite team? Which of those boxers would be the best motivational speaker?
Okay, that's great. It is. I'm going from 4 and before. So I'm not going like
Tommy Gunn's out. Tommy Gunn. Nobody's picking Tommy Gunn.
The worst. Like I saw that in the movie theater too. And by the way, next time you have Waddle,
street fight. Duh. Yeah.
Bust Waddle's balls about not liking Rocky 4. So I think it's un-American.
He doesn't like Rocky 4. It's the best of all the Rockies. It solved the Cold War. Come on, Waddle.
He created world peace.
God.
Exactly. The
He
Cold
did.
War
Yes,
is over
world peace was established through that movie. Oh my! What is Waddle? I'm not going to say anything else because I love Tommy. Continue. I am more upset about that than Cap lying to me about the quarterback. So go ahead. Oh my!
All right, I'm not going with Mr. T. Mr. T got too big, too fast, and Clubber Lane, and he got cocky. And it hurt him. I don't want that to happen to the Bears. So I'm just going old school Rocky here. I think Apollo's the guy that you guys have to have speak because he's the established veteran. He's been dominating this before. You know, he won the first time, or at least it was a draw, and he got to keep the belt. So he needs to be in the Packer locker room saying, hey, look out. They may be the upstart kid from the city who's bouncing a ball and chasing chickens, but they could be dangerous here.
Nailed it.
Well, I'm certainly glad we got that question in because that was a great answer.
What the hell is what is the matter with Waddle? What is the matter with Waddle?
Awful.
Anyone that is
we need to do a trade one day. Why don't we do it? Why don't we do spring trading this year? You know, it's a creation of Danny Zetterman where he's created spring trading, and why don't we trade where Wilde does a show with Waddle and I do a show with Tausch.
All right.
Upcoming.
I'm on board.
Sign me up.
Arranged.
Sign us. We want to make sure. Just wait before we agree to this. Who's producing? That's a critical piece to this. Where does Jesse go in this production?
I don't want anything to do with Jesse. Nothing.
Wow.
I love him, but I think the last time he had me on too, he was very patronizing to me.
Yeah, he's a patronizer.
I learned from the best.
Oh, I can't believe Waddle. I can't believe
and
it.
as long as I'm not trading to be on with Brust.
Wow. Yeah.
Speaking of
We
traders,
all have standards. Yeah, that's very fair.
He'd be a player to be traded
Tausch,
later.
you're going to tell him that you want the Bears and Colts in the same division now, or when we do the
I
trading
do.
special? Okay.
Yeah, once they move to Northwestern Indiana, the Colts have to be a part of the rivalry. We're going to have to reallocate all of the divisions. You can't let that battle not become a big thing. So we'll get to that bridge. Sylvie, this is a leverage play. They're going to Arlington, right? This is what this is, right?
I hope so, but like this has been, it's like another comp, and I know we're going way long. I'm sorry. Wilde, I could see, is getting super antsy.
We don't have a clock.
We don't pay.
It's like the Bears quarterback situation of past years, Tausch. Hey, we just bought the land in Arlington Heights. No. We don't like the land in Arlington Heights anymore. We're going back to Chicago. Oh, wait a minute. We can't get anything done. This thing sucks. We're going back to Arlington Heights. Oh, wait a minute. We don't like Arlington Heights anymore. For the second time, we're moving off of Arlington Heights. Now we're thinking about Northwest Indiana. This is why the Bears have had 50 quarterbacks to year 3. And they're doing it with the stadium situation right now.
Is Chicago
top down matters?
Is Chicago dead? Like, is them being on the site of Soldier Field? Is that dead? Is that not going to happen?
I would never like with Chicago politics, Wilde, I would never call it dead. But they own the land in Arlington Heights. Arlington Heights wants them there. They just want their known taxes. So that's all they're asking for. They're not asking for public money, and they can't get that on the docket in Springfield.
Okay. Worth every extra minute we had with you. It's we're not going to sit here and pretend that we pay attention to the clock anyway. I look forward to seeing you in person on Saturday night. We love you, buddy, and there's no patronizing in that at all. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, you have to. Are you guys going to go grab dinner at our favorite steakhouse down there? Sylvie, you guys going to go grab a dinner? Yes. Chicago Cut is the best.
Yes.
Go ahead.
It's got to be Friday night, though. I mean,
Yeah, Jason, get down there early and
party after the game. Yeah. By the way, really quick, can I say this?
Oh. Yes. Tausch is just going to keep talking, but you just go ahead.
I don't know if Madison and Green Bay and Milwaukee and Wisconsin understands how good you guys are. And in all honesty, like, it's a joy to talk to you guys and the relationship that we built. When I first saw Tausch at the meal 6 years ago at the Super Bowl, I'm like, who is this guy? And I couldn't love him more. Wilde, you know how much I love you for many, many years. You guys are awesome, so keep up the great work.
And Jesse, look at how he pulls himself up on the screen. Look at that.
And Jesse.
Thanks, Sylvie.
Anyway, Sylvie, their dessert down there, if you guys go, like the steak and everything is great. I mean, they treat you like it's awesome.
Still
Baked
talking about
Alaska. Baked Alaska. I'm telling you, I never had it, and I thought it was fish in a dessert, and my kids still bust my chops about it. It is a fantastic dessert that I've never had anywhere else. So
the Baked Alaska is like a special dessert. Also, Wilde, if you go, the mint Oreo cookie ice cream cake. That is unbelievable.
There you go.
Ooh.
There you go.
I will take my vegetarians, and I'll see you there. That's it. We appreciate you, Sylvie. Thanks.
See you guys.
That is Sylvie. You can listen to Waddle and Sylvie on ESPN 1000 or on the ESPN Chicago app. We always enjoy our time with him.
That was a nice
They're
compliment
definitely
he gave
emboldened.
us.
Hey, they're definitely emboldened. You could feel it. Sylvie's vibing a little bit. Everybody's attitude is just a little bit cockier than it was 2 weeks ago.
Is it the same way if Micah Parsons is healthy?
No.
No way.
Yeah,
I don't think
no
so.
Doubt. Yep.
Although
totally agree.
they had one of those, we ain't taking a moral victory, but that was a moral victory 2 weeks ago at Lambeau too. That also
you're
plays
right about that too. Yep, you sure are. Just like you're right about Jones Dairy Farm.
Oh baby, I am, and hopefully we had some fun stuff with Grace and the volleyball squad. Jones Dairy is a great Wisconsin company, family owned and operated for 7 generations in Fort Atkinson, all the way back to 1889. Best known for their all-natural sausage made from the original family recipe. I've told you 1,000 times now. Put that little pork roll, and you crisp that up, and you put it in an orecchietta. Oh, baby! You ain't going to find a better meal. I'm telling you right now. But also, Jones products are perfect for the holidays. We got ourselves a little smoked ham. We're going to smoke a ham over the holidays. So much flavor, and it adds to the table. And, of course, the sausage rolls, the bacon, everything to add into your holiday meal. Find all of Jones Dairy products throughout all of the grocery stores throughout the state of Wisconsin at jonesdairyfarm.com. Jesse, have we got that video with Gracie and I? We're going to post that bad boy
yes,
up?
I have seen it. We're going to post it this afternoon as we count down to first serve of the national semifinal tonight in Kansas City for the Wisconsin volleyball team. So, yeah, it'll add to the hype today for the big match tonight.
Yeah.
I would like to say the 11 o'clock hour starts in 2 minutes, but we still have another segment left.
We got another break.
In the 10 o'clock hour.
Bake
and that's next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
Get ready to unleash the dragon at Hard Rock Casino Rockford.
Introducing the region's very first $1 million Dragon Link slot game. Feel the thrill, chase the excitement, and win big. With jackpots soaring to $1 million, your chance to hit it big is here. Come experience the ultimate gaming adventure. Visit Hard Rock Casino Rockford today and play the $1 million Dragon Link slot game. Your legendary win awaits. Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Let's hard rock.
If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute is brought to you by Steinhoffels. Try Helix Sleep's award-winning mattress, now at Steinhoffels, 20% off. Visit steinhoffels.com to learn more. Better sleep starts now. Wisconsin volleyball playing in the program's 7th Final Four Thursday night, 6 of those under head coach Kelly Sheffield. Barry Alvarez applauding the coach he hired during his tenure as Wisconsin's AD. More from Coach during the Barry Alvarez Show.
He sent me a note back and thanked me for hiring him. I think it was 13 years ago. What a job he's done, and to keep it consistent. You know, he's recruited nationally. Good players want to come and play for him. He coaches at a high level.
Extra coverage begins tonight at 6 with the Jump Around Extra, followed by the pre-match show at 7, setting the stage for Wisconsin and Kentucky.
Add windows and doors to your Christmas list with 0% interest for 24 months. If you're not getting windows from Santa, visit PellaWI.com today.
Grassland Butter is built by tradition right here in Wisconsin. Grassland is family-owned and has been crafting butter for 5 generations. That's why at Grassland Butter, you're more than just an employee, you're family. The Wietrich family believes in supporting each other, growing together, and building a workplace where everyone feels valued. Your voice matters at Grassland Dairy. Your success is our success. Join a team where culture isn't just a buzzword, it's how we live every day. Check us out online at grassland.com. That's grassland.com.
After a serious accident, you'll need a winning team to protect your rights. Trust Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
It's December, which means it's truck weather, and nobody helps you gear up like Metro Ford of Madison. Right now, get a 2025 Ford F-150 with 0% APR for 60 or 66 months, with $0 down and no payments for 90 days. The 2025 F-150 2.7L SDX is here with 0% APR plus $1,250 retail bonus cash, $1,000 open bonus cash, and $1,000 MBC. But hurry, offers end January 5th. It's truck weather, so make it count today at MetroFordofMadison.com.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Planning a corporate event, private party, or team outing? Madison Axe is your state-of-the-art entertainment spot. Whoa, you nailed it! Featuring 8 lanes of axe throwing, craft beer, and interactive games, plus digital target projection and scoring. For even more fun, check out their indoor backyard. 2,000 square feet of shuffleboard, cornhole, yard games, bar table games, and more. Book your corporate event or holiday party now, before their lanes fill up. Go to MadisonAxe.com or head to their location on Stoughton Road today.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Customizable just to you. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
Thanks again to Marc Silverman. We always enjoy his visits to us and his kind words about our program. I will say, having joined their show for many years before they became part of Good Karma Brands,
Stop whistling.
It wasn't bothering me. I was fine.
Yeah, it's whistling. It's better than me talking over him.
You're fine. That was fine. I was not distracted.
No, trust me.
I was
trust
very
me.
distracted.
I know.
And I know you know that
I
know that you know
that I know. I know.
The Mike and Mike concept, right, of Mike Greenberg and Mike Golick for many years, and Tom Waddle, former Bear, and Sylvie, and obviously Tausch and me. I firmly believe in that model. The insight and wisdom that Waddle gives and Tausch gives. Sylvie and I are lucky to get to work with those guys, and we appreciate him for joining us today. Here's my question for you, oh wise one. What about the Bears, and this one worries you? Bears fans aren't going to admit that they're worried about anything because they're feeling it, even though they lost the first meeting here. What worries you, because you're an honest guy?
Yeah, I think the offense, if Christian Watson is limited, and seeing him catch balls yesterday on video was very positive for me. I think our offense is going to be just fine. Their run game and what they can do, especially if we're going to have to blitz and do some different things, I am a little bit worried about their physicality on their offensive line and what they can do. While they didn't dominate, they certainly manhandled the time of possession and really limited what we could do in that second half. I don't know what their approach is going to be. That's why I was trying to get a gauge what Chicago folks were thinking. But the way that they can control the football running it is concerning, and obviously they create a lot of turnovers. That's their formula, and they're good at it. And that's what concerns me as a Packer fan.
Matt LaFleur,
I'll tell you what doesn't concern me is Caleb Williams sitting back there. If he has to sit back in 3rd and 6 a bunch, and we're going to have a good day. If we can get to where he's in 3rd and 6, we need to find a way to get off the field on 3rd downs. We didn't in the second half, and it killed us. So that's what doesn't concern me.
Matt LaFleur was just at the podium at Lambeau Field. We will tell you what he said about what he saw from Christian Watson when we kick off the 11 o'clock hour. That will begin after Tausch tells us about his love of Coors Light.
Coors Light brewed with that 3-step cold process. Cold lager, cold filtered, and cold packaged, so it is made to chill. And what a weekend. We got holiday parties. You got football games. You got everything going on. And you know what? You want to just sit back and chill with your family. Crack open that Rocky Mountain Cold Coors Light. Celebrate responsibly, Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
The 11 o'clock hour starts in 2 minutes, so stick around. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just a priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and Southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
This is Wisconsin Volleyball National Champion Devin Robinson. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson. Sports Center brought to you by Wisconsin Surplus in Mount Horeb, your homegrown auction powerhouse. From government assets to vehicles and equipment, find your next deal at wisconsinsurplus.com. The NCAA Volleyball National Semifinals tonight in Kansas City. And in the second of the two matches, 3-seed Wisconsin faces 1-seed Kentucky with a chance to reach the national championship on Sunday. First serve tonight for Wisconsin and Kentucky, projected to be around 8 p.m. Because it's the second of the two semifinals. It will start 30 minutes after the conclusion of the first match, which first serve for that one, Texas A&M and Pittsburgh, is at 5:30 on ESPN. It's expected to be about 8 p.m. first serve for Wisconsin-Kentucky tonight, but you're going to want to stay locked in if you don't want to miss a single point all evening long right here on Madison's home of Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball, 100.5 ESPN. Following Jim, Matt, and Molly, a special edition of The Jump Around from 6 to 7 o'clock with expanded local pregame coverage. Network pregame begins at 7 and first serve expected around 8 o'clock. Also watch it on the ESPN app.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
The 11 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch begins now. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Happy Holiday. I can sing that, right? I don't have to pay royalties when I sing.
I don't think you can.
No. You don't. Do you know any of the rules at all?
I don't.
No,
I don't think you do either.
I do.
Let's stop this. You don't either.
Yes, I do.
You don't. No, you do not.
Tell me what I do and don't know.
I'm getting a pretty good idea.
Well, you
of the
don't
rules.
know these rules, Jason, or we wouldn't have been bumped off of Spotify and we wouldn't have been bumped off of YouTube. So don't act like you're, now all of a sudden you know every rule? Like, come on, man. Right?
Are you done?
Maybe. It depends what you say next.
Matt LaFleur was just at the podium moments ago. One word to describe how he felt about what he saw from Christian Watson in practice yesterday.
Guess the
Optimistic. Optimistic.
It starts with a vowel. That vowel is E, not O.
Oh. Entrepreneurial.
That's not what I was looking for, no.
Evangelical.
Encouraging. He found it encouraging. Is that
Is it
not
encouraging or encouraging?
Depends how you pronounce it, I suppose. Is that not positive enough for you?
Yeah, I told you. It was awesome to see him out. It's one thing if he's just out there jogging around. He's catching balls, man. He's turning up field. Yeah, it's incredibly encouraging. It's optimistic. It's awesome. What other vowels? Let's come up with one for each. You.
Incredible.
Yeah. What's a you one?
Unbelievable.
There you go. There, all of them. It's all of those things.
Yippee! Because Y is sometimes a vowel.
Sometimes. He is so critical to what we do, and we've seen that, even though some on this panel thought he's kind of irrelevant. Another I word.
Who was that?
He's not.
Who was that?
Yeah, an idiot. No, I don't remember who it was. So it's important
Unavailable.
for him to be out there.
Ooh, that's not very nice.
You are snarky. And it's great that he's out there, and I think he's going to give it a shot. Now, if I'm a Bears, I am going after him. Like, that's the cold, hard deal here. He comes across the middle, I'm going to crack him. That's what I'm going to do. That's football.
So the exchange then, in a very smart follow-up, obviously, because I wasn't there. So what would be more encouraging today? So whoever said that, good work. Bravo. LaFleur said just him going out there and running around and making some plays. It is a medical decision. We'll see where he's at on Saturday. Now, here's the bad news, if you want to view it that way. Zach Tom and Josh Jacobs will not practice today. They will be given up until game time. LaFleur was then asked if they will be ruling anyone out. And he made a joke, and then he said, yeah, there'll be a couple guys that will end up ruling out after practice. I anticipate that Evan Williams will be one of them. And again, Evan Williams told a great story yesterday about when he suffered his injury. It was on the same play as Micah Parsons. And so he's on the turf at Empower Field, writhing in pain with his knee. And he rolls over expecting to see a group of trainers there to take care of him. And there's one trainer with a water bottle. And he's like, the heck's going on out here? Then he turns and sees about 15 people surrounding Micah Parsons, and then it made more sense to him. So,
well, I'll tell you what, you could be playing at an all-pro level and having a dynamite second year, and you find out real quick where you're – that's my point. Mm-hmm. And you find out where the teardom sits real quick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he did not sound like someone that thought it was a good idea for him. And you know this.
Is Tom going to play, or you think he's out?
So I would say that I have, and I did this with Gabe and Chewy on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy this morning. I think I did it with Strofe, too, as we were recording Weekly Wildy. But if I was tiering, like Jesse tiers his friends and has demoted Tyler because he dares to move to Oconomowoc, which, again, I'm glad Jesse and
It'd be awesome if Ashton lives in Oconomowoc. If Ashton then jumped and kind of took Tier 1 Tyler under his wing and became a Tier 1.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought maybe
friend swap. Not friend swap.
No,
tier
I don't
swap.
think. I don't think Ashton, who supervises Jesse, has a whole lot of interest in being a Tier 1 friend of Jesse. Be a good way to get some
dirt on me, I can tell you that much.
No.
True.
Of Tyler. No, he doesn't want to know. Not with Jesse. I'm talking about with Tyler.
He's going to be Tyler's friend. They both live in Oconomowoc.
Tier 1 Tyler brings a lot to the table.
He does, and it's not just bubbler drinks.
And he's a funny guy.
Very good on trivia contests. Yeah, very good as a teammate.
I wouldn't say he's our Micah Parsons. But he's pretty
More
good.
of an Evan Williams. So if I were tiering them, I'm working from Tier 4 of these four. Let's do 4 players, right? Let's do Christian Watson, Josh Jacobs, Zach Tom, and Evan Williams.
Okay.
Evan Williams, I am putting at doubtful. He would be at the Tier 4. Okay. Zach Tom, I would put at Tier 3, which is questionable. I think that's how he'll get listed today. I found the conversation with him. I know why you like him, because he's played through a lot of stuff this year, and I think he's going to play. I will be.
Ooh,
I am cautiously optimistic that he will play. It sounds to me, and again, he, unlike Evan Williams, who said, yeah, it's the MCL, he was a little more evasive about what is ailing his knee. But I think what is happening is there's some loose bodies, some cartilage and gunk floating around in his knee. He said he anchored on a pass set, and he felt it in there. So I don't think he's got ligament damage.
Way to put his stuff out on the street. Good.
He didn't. I am theorizing based on what he said.
You ever hear HIPAA?
Is what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm theorizing based on what he said.
So you're not Big J in this. This is just your opinion.
That's just like my opinion, man. Yes. Okay. So he's in Tier 3. Tier 2 is Christian Watson. I think he's probably, if they still had probable, I think he would play. And he was very encouraged about how he felt. Now, what percentage he'll be at, there is a functionality and a pain tolerance component to his availability, but I am encouraged by him. And then, again, I will never say definitely or 0% or 100% like Homer. I think Josh Jacobs is playing. I just think that what he's made of and how he views this, I feel like he's playing. I will be very surprised if 90 minutes before kickoff at Soldier Field, he is not playing. I will be surprised.
So you think 75% of the guys are playing?
Yeah, I think Evan Williams will ultimately be the one who doesn't play out of that group of 4. So We'll see. Please do not hold me to that because I don't have their MRIs.
Trust me, I won't.
I know you won't. But that's the vibe I get. All right.
Is there anything worse? Is there anything worse than rain in the wintertime? That sucks. Get this beautiful snow. The winter's finally and now we're getting a big old rainstorm. Ugh.
It doesn't bother me until it starts to freeze, and I've got a.
No, I hate it even if
it's actually kind of nice. It's getting rid of the remnants of the ice from the tire tracks and whatnot.
Yeah,
I
totally
like
agree.
it. Makes it look cleaner.
I'm Team Jesse on this. I don't agree with Tyler.
You guys like wintertime rain?
No, only a little bit.
That's the hill you're going out on.
I want it to wash away. I want it to wash away the remnants. I want a fresh
You don't want to have to sit in that car wash line for 2 hours.
Yeah, it's crazy.
600
line.
people. Yeah,
by 4 p.m.
Crazy. I'm not looking forward to tonight. We have to drive to Appleton for volleyball practice, and I'm a little leary of the freezing rain.
Nah, it'll be canceled. No, you ain't going.
We'll see. We'll see. It's 11:24 right now. We'll have to wait and see.
It'll be canceled.
The time has come.
There's a squall.
I saw that. Yeah, squalling. We're
Potential
squalling.
squall.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gonna have to be very careful. Be careful out there if you're on the road tonight,
So
including
mucky
me.
and just you had this beautiful white Christmas potential, and now it's going to be all mucky.
I don't think that's true.
Don't
It's
like
just,
it. Don't like
Christmas
it at all.
is a week from today.
I
You don't
looked
think
at
we're
the
gonna get
forecast.
snow?
It ain't
A lot of time left.
No, it's over.
A lot of ball game.
This rainstorm going to ruin the white Christmas idea
My
that we haven't
Christmas
had
was ruined,
in probably 4
Jerry.
days. We haven't had a white Christmas in 4 years. Is there any? I don't know if we have any royalty-free music that has that, but
I'll see what we
I'm
got.
dreaming of a rainy Christmas. It's all
how you boys look
mucky
at
and I'm mad.
Caller 109. Caller 109 for the Iron Jock
I'm
Tumbler.
not finding you any music now.
If you're looking for the perfect holiday gift or you just want to upgrade your own gear, check out the sales going on at Iron Jock. I love their performance apparel. It's tough. It's comfortable. And you know what? They have their exclusive silver ion technology that fights that stank. And right now you'll find great deals across their entire line of hoodies, tees, shorts, and, of course, that nice little lightweight hoodie that we love with that four-way stretch. IronJock.com. Head over to IronJock.com for gear that works as hard as you do. And right now, give a call, 109. You get that beautiful, beautiful tumbler from Iron Jock. 844-770-3776.
Caller 109 gets the Iron Jock. What are we giving away? Are we still giving away the tumbler?
Yeah, it's a tumbler, right? Like I said 4 times. Yep,
I know. I was checking the weather for my drive. Sorry.
Okay.
We'll get to Power Rankings Thursday after we get our winner next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
ESPN Wisconsin's Marc Tauscher here with an offer for a bath or shower remodel from Kohler Services. Family owned for 150 years, Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer providing care for life. And this month only, get 0 interest financing for 12 months and a free shower door with your Lugstone shower remodel. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote with fast professional installation always included. That's KohlerServicesWI.com.
UW Credit Union presents the Prep Mania Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every U. Learn more at uwcu.org. Here's Dennis Semrau with the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
Our ESPN Madison UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Henry Miesbauer from Madison West High School. Henry, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
You've been an outstanding student athlete in high school. You've done a number of sports, football, wrestling. You've had some rugby and track. What's your favorite?
It's got to be football for sure, yeah.
And when you look back in your time at West, what does it mean for you to be a regent? What do you remember most about this school?
It's always going to be like the school's firepower and how lively we are at events and stuff like that. Even at like sporting events that aren't as public, there's always going to be a regent somewhere being as loud or if not louder than most of the crowd.
Regent proud, right?
Regent pride, yeah.
There's a holiday gift out there that everyone loves. It's compact, tasty, and one size fits all. It's a Cousin Subs gift card. Make your life a little easier. Give your friends and family a better gift this holiday season. Purchase $30 in gift cards today at your favorite Cousin Subs location and receive a certificate for a free 7.5-inch sub. Oh man, that's the gift that keeps on giving. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
We shopped at Chalmers because my husband wanted to get me a larger diamond in my engagement ring.
The folks at Chalmers said, well, you know, we could just make it like this and we could do these things. Really just basically decided that there wasn't any place else we wanted to shop.
And not only did they create this new engagement ring for me with this gorgeous center stone, they also rehabbed this other ring, and I am beyond pleased.
Her favorite thing to do now is to walk around and show her hands and have people comment on it.
It's December, which means it's truck weather, and nobody helps you gear up like Metro Ford of Madison. Right now, get a 2025 Ford F-150 with 0% APR for 60 or 66 months, with $0 down and no payments for 90 days. The 2025 F-150 2.7L SDX is here with 0% APR, plus $1,250 retail bonus cash, $1,000 open bonus cash, and $1,000 MBC. But hurry, offers end January 5th. It's truck weather, so make it count today at MetroFordofMadison.com.
Looking to take your baseball game to the next level? GRB Academy provides year-round training programs designed around your schedule and your goals. For over 15 years, GRB has been Wisconsin's leader in player development and advancement, with a state-of-the-art 52,000 square foot facility of elite baseball training space and coaches who know how to get results. From youth to high school, baseball players trust GRB to help them reach their next level. Training program spots are filling quickly, so don't wait. Register now at grbacademy.com.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
This is we agree that this is a royalty-free Boston knockoff, right? So it's supposed to sound like the old Boston band, you know, right? Sounds very much like that.
Store brand Boston, yeah.
Jesse, did you get to 109 without any trouble?
We sure did. Congratulations to our two winners today. Earlier we had Andrew in Madison, who was caller 31, I think it was. Nice and easy. And
was
then,
he a streamer or was he a regular?
I didn't ask. But we do know Gerald in Green Bay is certainly a streamer because We don't have a radio station in Green Bay.
Certainly a streamer.
So, Gerald, congratulations. He was caller 109. Iron Jock Tumblers coming their way.
Who sings Certainly a Streamer? Is that like Islands in the Stream? That is what we are.
No, I think it was Bon Jovi. I think Bon Jovi had something like that.
It is Thursday. Tomorrow we will be doing all of our typical lead up to the game, even though the game's a day earlier, on Saturday night at Soldier Field. Probably should get to our power rankings since we usually talk about those on Tuesday, but it's already Thursday. Jesse, the floor is yours.
And most notably, power rankings because Week 16 kicks off tonight with a big one in the NFC. The Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks.
That is a big one.
Meeting tonight, potentially with the 1 seed on the line. Between that and Packers-Bears, a lot of playoff positioning could be determined with the results this week. Tausch, you were 5 for 5, matching your top 5 in the NFL with ESPN's NFL Nation's top 5 last week. Would you like to try again, sharing your top 5 teams in the league? And then we will see how that compares to what ESPN's NFL Nation has.
Yeah, I'll try again. Sure. Rams won.
Would you like me to give you the answer as you go? Because that.
Well, all right. So let me rephrase. Denver 1, Rams 2. 3 will be the Buffalo Bills. Then I think it's going to be New England and then the Seahawks.
You have the top 5, not in the same order, though. But you do have, collectively, the top 5 teams have all been identified. Number 1 is the Los Angeles Rams.
Why did you not ding?
Because I thought you were
This is not how he envisioned this going. I think is why.
Oh, I thought it was a bell.
No.
I didn't hear no bell.
Plus, don't we work our way up on power rankings? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1?
If he wanted to do it this way, it's fine. I don't mind that. I just thought he would give his list, and then we would. Takes the drama away if I'm like, nope, they're not number 2. It's Seattle. Oh, I was going to say Seattle 3. It just, never mind. Rams are 1. Seahawks are 2. So the top 2 teams in the NFL power rankings, according to the NFL Nation.
There's no way they're ahead of the
tonight.
Broncos. Come on.
Broncos number 3. Patriots 4, Bills 5. That's your top 5 from ESPN's
Yeah,
NFL
I'm all right
Nation.
with all of that, but the Denver Broncos, play Jacksonville. Should be a monster game, and it's getting like local, it's not getting any love. Like, that is one of the biggest games of the weekend.
By the way, Jacksonville is number 6 in the power rankings this week. They're 10-4. They're sneaky
Liam
good.
Cohen. People be loving them some Liam now. Loving them some Duval.
Let me give you a couple more teams here real quick. Number 7, I feel like we have not talked enough about the 10-4 San Francisco 49ers.
That's very fair.
Yeah, they're sneaky.
And they are fresh off a win over the Titans last week, and they made it look pretty easy. Yeah.
Well, everybody's beating the Titans. Nobody's remembering them, and everybody's beating them. That's the sequel to that movie.
Yeah, it's good. Number 8.
Forget about the Titans.
Number 8, the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
Number 9, the Green Bay Packers. And rounding out your top 10, at number 10, the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, I think that's all fair. All of that's fair. I don't have any problem with anything other than the Broncos. Broncos should be ahead of Seattle. Seattle almost lost to a 50-year-old quarterback at home last weekend. Like, come on, man.
It's true. It is true.
I know. That's why I said it.
49ers that get Phillip Rivers on Monday Night Football this week, by the way, in Indianapolis, where the Bears will soon be playing divisional games.
That's what I hear.
Yeah. I'll say this. We are, as Packer fans tonight. Well, I thought you were going to finally chime in on something, but that's my mistake.
How about that Rams-Eagles game tonight, guys? Huh?
Here's the deal. Jason's wearing Rams gear. We all should be rooting hard for the Seahawks tonight. It's at Seattle. The Rams lose. They're not going to more than likely be that one. They're not going to be the 1 seed. I don't know who's. We need the Rams to lose twice, though, right? In order to get the 1 seed ahead of them. Does that math make sense?
I'm not sure what.
Somebody say something. Somebody say something.
Jason did say he got an email about the Packers' chances to clinch a playoff berth the other day.
I'm not interested in the playoffs. Hey guys, we're in the playoffs. All right, we're not going to miss the playoffs. Something catastrophic will have to happen. It ain't going to happen. So my point is, I don't want to just give in the 1 seed yet.
Something catastrophic.
And I think
not
in order
just
to have
happened?
a chance, now you're going to talk?
What?
Now you'll talk.
Something
okay, go ahead,
catastrophic
finish it
has
up,
to
Jesse.
happen. They just lost their
Go
best
ahead, finish.
player. What are you talking about? Something catastrophic just happened. They had 4 guys get hurt on Sunday, including their best all-around player. I see it.
This is super fun. I got to admit, I'm really enjoying this.
Just wait till they bring up volleyball start times next segment.
We will shift gears to Whoa Nelly.
Thank God.
What?
Well, I'm trying to have a conversation about the Packers with the 1 seed and the 2, and then you guys, for whatever reason, just go into a shell, and I'm sitting there having to talk about it.
No,
that's what happened. I mean, go back and watch the tape, and then Jesse jumps all over. Catastrophic could be losing your next 3, and even if you lose your next 3, you probably still have a shot at getting in.
Yeah.
Losing Micah Parsons is catastrophic. Yeah. Having Christian Watson maybe be able to play, that's not catastrophic. If he plays, it's not. Like, come on. Not having Jordan Love, like, if you think then mail it in and just call it a day.
Let's not go down.
Which path?
The path of catastrophic.
Okay. That's what that is exactly what I tried to do, and then Jesse wanted to jump in there.
I understand. They're making the playoffs. Jesse referring to if the Lions lose or tie and the Packers win, they will have clinched a playoff berth on the weekend. That is the path to the playoffs. But I agree with Tausch, like the shirts, that's not what we're doing here. We expect them now, where they're positioned, to make the playoffs. The question is,
win Saturday, you're going to be the 2 seed.
Right, and then and that puts you in a much more enviable position, considering that you had something catastrophic happen last week and you lost your star pass rusher. Did you have something to add?
Yeah. Did you notice
what?
If the Packers win, the Lions lose to Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers, and in Aaron Rodgers' final swan song season, potentially, he clinches the Green Bay Packers a playoff berth.
Thank you for your service, if that ends up
Boy, that'd be
happening.
catastrophic for the Lions, huh?
Well, if you've had the catastrophic experience of having your identity stolen and then your money taken from your bank, well, that won't happen with Associated Bank. They've got your back. It's part of their great customer service. That goes along with early pay, which delivers your direct deposit from your employer up to 2 days early, and with credit monitoring to make sure you're ready to make that purchase at Steinhoffel's, get that new couch or whatever that big purchase might be. And, of course, they've also got Packers checking, Badgers checking, and Brewers checking. So go to AssociatedBank.com to make the switch. Today, we switch gears to Whoa Nelly. Next, it's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
It's the holiday season, the best time of the year for sports. Bowl games, basketball matchups, playoff pushes, it's all happening at once. Hey, it's Marc Tauscher with ESPN Wisconsin, and there's one place where it always feels good to be right. Prize Picks. It's the simplest way to play daily fantasy. Make your player picks in less than 60 seconds. Just choose more or less on at least 2 player stats. You get them right, you can cash in. And new this season, early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you might be able to cash out before the game even ends. And with stacks, you could pick the same player up to 3 times in one lineup. Like more on Giannis's rebounds, points, threes, assists. You can only do that on Prize Picks. Deposits are fast and easy with Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code WI to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code WI to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau.
There's no second chances. There's no do-overs. We're definitely primed to take that next step. That's the focus and the goal.
This is your Green and Gold Fix on 100.5 ESPN.
It takes a lot of hard work, dedication, sacrifice, pain to get to where you want to go.
This Green and Gold Fix is driven by Metro Ford.
Well, for the second time in 3 weeks, it is Bears Week for the Green Bay Packers as the 9-4-1 Packers head to Soldier Field to take on the first place 10-4 Bears. Head coach Matt LaFleur understands what's on the line Saturday night.
You know, we all know the magnitude of this game. It's going to be a great challenge for us in their house. Just saw them 2 weeks ago, so it should be pretty exciting.
The Packers with a laundry list of injuries, and it's going to be a challenge for several key players, including wide receiver Christian Watson, offensive tackle Zach Tom, and safety Evan Williams, who LaFleur described as true game-time decisions. I'm Alex Stroh.
Purchase, finance, or service a new or pre-owned Ford at Metro Ford of Madison on the east side today.
The holidays bring sparkle and light to the season. The same way Goodman's Jewelers has been bringing the sparkle with our custom pieces since 1933. Generations have relied on our trust, service, and selection. This holiday, shop local. Shop Goodman's Jewelers in the heart of Madison, touching hearts with Goodman's sparkle and light. 220 State Street. Find our extended holiday hours at goodmansjewelers.com.
The best is at Goodman's.
One of the best things about the holidays is going home and spending time with family and friends. One of the worst things, getting there. Holiday travel can be tough, especially driving. If you or a loved one needs help after an accident this holiday season, we're here for you. Our top-notch team of experienced professionals is available 24/7. Be safe this holiday season. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just a priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and Southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
Oh, my back.
Santa?
Gina Dello from Pella. You've been a good girl this year.
Is that why you're in here building new windows?
Santa's doing OT.
Let me make a call.
Frighteningly fast Pella team at your service. Let us take it from here, Mr. Claus. And Gina, next time.
I know. Ask for a Pella gift card. Right now at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get 0% interest for 24 months. Visit PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 12/31/2025.
ESPN Madison is on Wisconsin volleyball. The postseason run rolls into the Final Four. This Thursday, it's the Badgers versus 1 seed Kentucky. Coverage begins at 7 on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
For Wonelli.
If the topic is good, the guys discuss.
Just the other morning I had breakfast at Tracy Rocker's house. His mama brought out 15 flapjacks. He said, Mama, take back 5 of them flapjacks. I gotta stay hungry for the Crimson Tide.
But if it's not, the show must go on. It's time for
Wonelli
on Wilde and Tausch.
The national semifinal tonight. 3 seed Wisconsin and number 1 seed Kentucky on ESPN, on 100.5 ESPN, the network flagship of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball, and across the Wisconsin Badgers volleyball radio network. As the Badgers play in the 7th Final Four in program history. Big wins last week against Stanford and Texas in order to get there. And for the 3rd straight week, their first of potentially 2 matches over the weekend with a cable guy start time. We are experienced veterans now when it comes to not knowing what time the match will start. Texas A&M and Pittsburgh, your first national semifinal tonight in Kansas City. They start at 5:30. The expected Wisconsin start time is 8 p.m. Central Time, but it could be a little earlier or it could be significantly later, depending on how that first match goes.
What's the line from the Seinfeld episode where we'll be there between 10 and 1, or we'll be there from between 2 and 6? I do love that scene. Look, I'm excited that it's the late game. We'll hopefully be back safe and sound from our icy drive to and from volleyball practice. I look forward to listening to John Arias, syncing it up with the broadcast like I do with Tausch and with Matt LePay on the football calls. I don't know enough about volleyball, Jesse. You're the host of the either short, long, or Goldilocks just right pregame show. If Prize Picks was putting a projection on this, are we projecting Badgers in 3.5, or are we more likely to be projecting that Kentucky wins this?
I would not expect tonight's match to go 3 sets, which would be the minimum. I would expect tonight's match would be a close, competitive one. Wisconsin went 4 against both Texas and Stanford. Wisconsin's hot. They are riding their longest winning streak of the season heading into this one. They have only lost 1 match all season when setter Charlie Furbringer has not played. That match was the second one of the season against Texas. They just avenged that loss by beating that same Texas team in their house in the regional final. The best team in the tournament, Nebraska, was undefeated. They lost in the regional final, so they're out. Kentucky is the best team by rankings remaining in the Final Four, but I don't think Wisconsin is scared of anybody the way that they've been playing and as good as they have looked, especially in this tournament run.
Jesse, is the Robin Soderling...
Oh, jeez.
Robin Soderling is the Nebraska Cornhuskers. We weren't beating Nebraska. And we got dominated at home on Halloween in a big... Well, we weren't going to beat Nebraska. If they advanced, we weren't beating Nebraska.
So
but they're not. So Soderling, a la beat Nadal, they're Nadal.
Texas A&M is Soderling.
Would be Texas A&M,
yes.
And Wisconsin is Federer. Is that a better comp than what...
That's a great comp. Very well done.
Who regularly gets to the title but doesn't win it? Because
Nebraska.
Pittsburgh's been to a bunch of Final Fours in a row, but they have never won in the Final Four to get to the championship match. So who would that be in tennis terms?
Who is the favorite? Who does Vegas have as the prohibitive favorite?
I don't think they do.
I have not checked, just like you don't
What do
check
you mean they don't do?
Just like you don't, you're not aware of lines for football broadcast. I don't think I'm aware of lines for the volleyball broadcast either. I would guess that Kentucky, being the highest ranked team from the final rankings of the season, would be the favorite as a 1 seed projected to win the whole thing. But factoring in how good Wisconsin has been, especially against some great competition last week in Stanford and Texas, and Nebraska not being in it, I think the winner, my prediction, just like Tausch with Packers-Eagles last season in the first round of the playoffs, the winner of tonight's Wisconsin-Kentucky match will win the national championship. That is
got vibes of 2015.
Yeah.
Got vibes of 2015.
Keep Coach K out of Kansas City. Whoa, Nelly.
Jesse, should Kelly Sheffield and Charlie and Calmer and the whole squad, should they be hoisting a trophy on its way back to 100.5 ESPN Madison in a flagship? Should they be bringing that in next week?
I've seen a bunch of the commentary from the players meeting with the media in Kansas City yesterday. They do not view themselves as underdogs at all.
They're nobody's underdog
in this tournament. They view themselves as the team to beat. So if you ask any of them, they would say the expectation is they walk out of there with the second national title in program history on Sunday afternoon.
Well, let's go.
Coverage starts. Network pregame starts at 7 o'clock tonight. We went an hour, 6 minutes for Stanford. We went 40 minutes for the first match, Eastern Illinois. Any Prize Picks projections on what we hit tonight for our pregame show?
Who's hosting that tonight? You bring in the A-team, or who's doing it?
I am the A-team.
That's what I heard, Mr. T. Hour and 22 minutes is going to be your thing.
Oh, wow.
Tonight.
Okay.
Hour and 22.
Right. Hour 22. Hope not.
In 2025, a crack commando unit was sent to prison by a military court for a crime Jesse didn't commit. Those men promptly escaped from a maximum security stockade in the Los Angeles underground and began doing pregame shows for Badgers volleyball. Today, still wanted by the government, Jesse survives as a soldier of fortune. If you have a problem and no one else can help, and you can find him, maybe you can hire the A-Team. If you remember that show, which is way older than Jesse, but not as old as Dallas. I would have had
no clue what you were doing there. Like, none.
Did you never watch the A-Team? You were too busy watching Dallas? You never watched
I just remember
the
van.
A-Team?
Wasn't there a van and Mr. T had all the gold chains? I never watched an episode.
A lot of run for Mr. T on today's show.
He has been very popular today. You know what else is popular?
What, Jason?
Dead air. We'll wrap things up next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
Marc Silverman here for Pizza Hut. Well, I've told you for a while about how much I love Pizza Hut since I was a kid, and it's especially great around the holidays. Here's the winning play of the season. Pizza Hut's Triple Treat Box is back. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and a dessert starting at just $19.99. Feed your crew before the game, after the game, or while you watch. The Triple Treat Box, only at Pizza Hut. Order now at pizzahut.com and on the Pizza Hut app. Pizza Hut, feed good times, and remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute is brought to you by Bruner Realty, providing excellent real estate and property management services in the Madison area for over 30 years. Contact their team at BrunerRealtyInc.com to get housed today. Wisconsin volleyball playing in the program's 7th Final Four Thursday night, 6 of those under head coach Kelly Sheffield. Barry Alvarez applauding the coach he hired during his tenure as Wisconsin's AD.
He sent me a note back and thanked me for hiring him. I think it was 13 years ago. What a job he's done, and to keep it consistent. You know, he's recruited nationally. Good players want to come and play for him. He coaches at a high level.
Extra coverage begins tonight at 6 with the Jump Around Extra, followed by the pre-match show at 7, setting the stage for Wisconsin and Kentucky.
Add windows and doors to your Christmas list with 0% interest for 24 months. If you're not getting windows from Santa, visit PellaWI.com today.
Since 1956, Holman Lindsay Paints has been making paint in Wisconsin for Wisconsin. Because of their commitment to making great paint for Wisconsinites, Holman Lindsay has grown over the years to 26 locations in this great state. Headquarters in Sun Prairie with a state-of-the-art facility, Holman Lindsay has the paint you need to make your job better. From do-it-yourself to professional, Holman Lindsay has paint for everyone. Visit one of their local locations today in Madison, Sun Prairie, Middleton, and Janesville.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
The holidays are here, and no better way to elevate your cocktail experience than with Door County Distillery. Hey, it's Alex Stroh for my friends at Door County Distillery, locally produced, handcrafted, award-winning spirits. Made locally in beautiful Door County. Whatever you've got going on this holiday season, elevate it with Door County Distillery. Check out their website for a huge list of unique cocktail recipes, festive recipes for your cocktail game. That's their website, doorcountydistillery.com, doorcountydistillery.com to find the retailer nearest you.
In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you how to save money and save the planet. It's simple. Ditch your energy bill and make the switch over to Everlight Solar. While electricity prices keep rising, Everlight Solar will give you the chance to take ownership of your power while also reducing your carbon footprint. As a local company based out of Madison, they'll be there with you every step of the way as you make the switch to solar. To learn more about how you can save money and save the planet, go to everlightsolar.com.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
ESPN Madison and Zimbrick Honda are celebrating the area's best local sports stories with the Game Changers of the Month. Follow ESPN Madison on social media to see the teams recognized for making a positive impact in the community. It's the Game Changers of the Month, presented by Zimbrick Honda.
ESPN Madison is on Wisconsin volleyball. The postseason run rolls into the Final Four. This Thursday, it's the Badgers versus 1 seed Kentucky. Coverage begins at 7 on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We got to get out of here, but first, Tausch, how are you going to consume the big NFL game and the big volleyball game simultaneously tonight?
Well, where is the volleyball game on? ABC?
ESPN. It's on Big ESPN. And, of course,
Big
on
ESPN.
the ESPN Wisconsin app if you want to stream John Audius and the Hall of Famer Pete Wade.
Sure. Announcer cam? I love that announcer cam.
Yeah, we're not allowed to use the announcer cam for the NCAA tournament. They have rules.
I hate to say this. We should have just ran it and then asked for permission later.
That's
because you don't think the NCAA has any power. That's what you've decided.
What power do they have?
I don't know.
They can fine us.
Well, don't pay it.
It's like the
Boot
one
us
thing.
out of the building.
The one thing they can do.
What are you gonna do? I will be watching the volleyball game. That is where my head will be at tonight.
We will do this again tomorrow. Thanks for coming along for the ride with us. Thanks to Sylvie for joining us. And thanks to you. Have a great day. Take care. Be good.
Miss any of today's episode of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin? Commercial-free full show podcasts are available free on the